Hello, hello. Hiya, Zimmer. The thing has not gone out yet. Notification. Why has the notification not gone out? You have not broken chat, Zimmer. I'm in a different setup because we're not gaming today. We are drawing. A whole different setup for when I'm drawing. Oh, there's the flipping. Okay. There's the notification. That took longer than usual. That took really long. Hold on, let me just add everyone in the Discord. Everyone. Boop. Send now. There we go. Hi. I always take that. I feel like it keeps taking longer and longer, honestly. More than 3 minutes, or just about 3 minutes for that to come out. No, not good enough. Not good enough. Twitch, Streamlabs, whatever I can complain at. Not good enough. So, I'm currently on my iPad screen right now. I'm just inserting a couple more references that I'm gonna need for various things that we're gonna do today. Well, various things. There's one specific drawing I want to do today, and that is Tango, Frosty Tango. How do we call him? Tango Ice? Tango Elsa? Tango Frost, like Jack Frost, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. What do we call him? Turn away from the microphone. That's not very professional of me. I don't know. I love how I announced that I was going to stream, but then I decided way too late to start setting everything up for the stream. Oh, awful of me. Just gonna share my screen to my computer so that we can go over to the Doodle stream today. Right, all the reference pictures here, that's good. Aloha. Tango Dungeon Master? Yeah, I guess we could call him that, definitely. True. Let's go over to mirroring my iPad screen. Yay, it works. It's been a long time since I've used this screen. Oh, yes. Yes, hi, Beamy. I have thoughts to Dungeon Master Tango, and I want to ask you guys about it, because I feel like we should come up with an answer to this question together. Is the hair soul flame, or is the hair ice? Because I haven't decided yet what I want to do. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking I want to do a full illustration, I want to do a full Tango illustration. And maybe that's the only thing we do today. I don't know. But I do want to do some doodle. Actually, hold on. Where is that? I have got something here. Questions? I don't know. Hiya, Jazzy. Welcome, welcome. I don't know which one I have. I should have drawn our talks on Discord. No, that's not the one. That's not the one. This scene on Streamlabs is a mess. I used to have a little thing. In fact, I could rename this one. Settings. I could just do this, you know. Tell me something. Because this is how these doodle streams work. To draw. Ice, the theme of his game so far. True. And actually, we could add a little smiley face. There we go. Let's move that to a corner. There we go. Is that visible enough for everyone? So, icy. Yeah. Icy. I am going more towards ice myself, just because it's like a new challenge. I mean, if I wanted Tango to have like I soul fire hair, literally all I'd have to do is like select these areas. Okay, maybe not like that. Sort of like around there. And there you go. That's soul flame. There you go. There it is. So, ice. Yeah. Yeah, I think ice. My neighbours are being noisy. Hiya, Nikki. Hello, hello. And hiya, Justa. Ice would be good. It's going to be interesting to be a new challenge. At the same time, I kind of thought Hades vibes from Hercules. And I just threw in some Jack Frost and Elsa vibes in here as well, because why not? Blue flame. Blue flame. It's so hard. It's hard to decide. I don't know. It's hard. Tricky. I've got a lot of ice references in here already. I haven't resized them properly. It's tricky. We could do two versions. I'm already quite like learned. I'm already quite practiced in drawing flames since the most recent animatic. I'm not sure if you've seen it on the Everin YouTube channel. There was a lot of flame, a lot of fire in there. Oh, it's man, I love his skin. It's such a cool skin. But yeah, we could do both. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard. I mean, I usually draw Tango's skin on a different layer anyway. His hair on a different layer anyway, so that I can make it glow afterwards. So I guess it wouldn't be too hard to, you know, just draw that on a different layer as well. Should we just get into this? Let's just do a little bit of sketching. I haven't sketched for so long, guys. I've just been spending the last few weeks colouring and rendering, and I mean the last week I haven't actually been drawing properly at all, so sometimes. Dungeon Master theme. I was thinking of him like holding open a book or something. We kind of got him. Is this the right brand? I guess it is the right pencil. Kind of got him like really close to the camera, like hood over his face. Oh, I guess if I'm doing a hood, that's not very helpful either. Darn it! If I'm doing a hood, if I'm doing a hood and we want to concentrate on his, darn it! I didn't think about that. We want to focus on his hair, and like we're talking about what his hair could be, and I give him a hood that's gonna hide the hair. Oh, that's silly of me. But I like the ominous like shade. We could do multiple versions of this. Maybe we could do like a proper illustration of like the hood over him. We could also do like a character design stuff. That's not how hoods work. So like a real wide hood. And he's holding open a book. Something, I don't know. How do books work? I don't know if I'm actually capable of drawing today, honestly. I'm still a bit burnt out from the animatic. I haven't drawn anything for weeks apart from that animatic. So yeah, I haven't sketched anything for weeks either. So if we kind of just have him like grasping the book. And then, we could have light coming from the book and illuminating his face along with his eyes. Like a mischievous smirk. Kind of like that. I don't know. But I do kind of want to do a character pose first. Did he have ice powers now? Is he literally Jack Frost or Elsa? If we just kind of draw him almost full... We could do full body. He's got a long cloak. I don't like drawing full body usually, but I could hide a lot of anatomy with his cloak. He still has his pointy ears. And we'll figure something out. Figure something out when he comes along. Kind of got Goblin Whip vibes right now. Somehow. So, puffy chest. Confident. Is there something... Oh, man, I didn't watch Tango back in season, what was it, 7, when Decked Out first came out. I know, like, the Decked Out keys are pretty iconic, but is there something else that he could be holding that is, like, iconic for Decked Out? I don't know right now. He could be holding a lead to a Ravager, but I don't really fancy drawing a Ravager right now. How to neck? How does neck work? Ooh. Redo the head position. Like I said, you guys are going to have to bear with me today. After drawing animatics, I just forget how to draw. It doesn't work anymore for a while. So it's just me relearning how art works, basically. It's a nice excuse for me to get some drawing done. We could just do kind of like just over the bust. Just a bit more than bust, a little bit of leg action, but not too much. We don't have to draw feet, because that's not fun drawing feet. Holding a blue flame torch. Ooh, yes. And we do have an excuse to draw flame. I feel like his torso is too small. Aloha, cucumber. Hello, aha. Do 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 do. Kind of pointing downwards, not really caring much about body proportions. Only 13 minutes late, not bad at all. Not much has happened. I've seen people draw Tango with like a really wispy tail and then a flame at the end like a tiefling would have, or how I draw a tiefling. Don't think we're gonna do that. What's the doodle today? We're gonna do Ice Tango. Ice baby. Dun 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 dun. Here's our mood board of tangoness. Frosty Tango. Dungeon Master Tango. It just had to be. His skin is too good. So let's see. Let me just try and figure out anatomy. I haven't had to figure out anatomy for like forever. It's been so long. There's also a reason why I never draw sketches on stream. You don't usually get to see my process of figuring out how this stuff works. It's an adventure every time, I tell you. It's an adventure every time. That would be the ribs, so that's kind of like me internalizing how that would look. And then shoulders. Something is off about these proportions. It might be the head. Might be the head. Might be where we all started. But yeah, this is... I'm just figuring out... I should have done a face first, honestly. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Could draw Miss Tango. I wouldn't know how to draw Miss Tango. Never seen fan art. I've never seen what she looks like, or... I don't... The only thing that I could reference that I know she's been a part of is Among Us. I would have honestly no idea how to go about the design, whether I'd do it like similar to Tango. Do I ever do poses myself to see how they should look? Yes. Both my iPad and my phone are full of embarrassing pictures of me stood awkwardly in front of a mirror. And if it's a pose that I can't pull off myself with like the camera angle and stuff, I always call my brother in to help me. Like, hold on. This drawing here, do I still have it? Do I still, I don't think I do, but the drawing, from the animatic where it's, and Jordan already crushed. Gremlin Tango is what, so the Amogus. Yeah, that's the only way I know, where I know Mrs. Tango. The drawing where Cleo hands Martin a diamond sword, that drawing is like 2 frames of Crowlander holding a sword, kind of mushed together. 2 separate images. Pink body with a flower crown. So Mr. Tango, and then we also have Mrs. Tango. The Tangos. such a yes, she is the personification of giggling. She's so adorable. Can we just have an appreciation moment for Miss Tango here? That's the only way. That's the only place where I know Miss Tango from. It's from the Among Us streams. Among Us. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of those recently. Just like to watch. They're good to have in the background while drawing. How do I draw, guys? Oh, how to torso? Right, so that's maybe okay, but he's a bit lopsided. That? Tango's wife. Yes, that's Miss Tango. Mrs. Tango. I apologize. Yes, she does. I was watching Pulse's streams. You know what? Part of me feels like I should just insert. Part of me thinks I should just like draw over. Because literally the pose that I have in my brain right now is I want to do. Where is it? I kind of want to do something like this pose. But yeah. Needed to make sure, yeah. The Among Us is like almost a Rickroll nowadays. We'll have a little Mrs. Tango to pose next to him, just to have adorableness. So, what are his hands doing? That's always a question. What are his hands doing? His hips look weird. Why did I think drawing a full body after not drawing for a week was a good idea? There's an aha in haha. Oh, true. What the hand doing? I don't know what the hand doing. That's the thing. We always need to figure out 2 hands. So, there should be another Among Us stream tomorrow. Ooh. I don't have big projects to work on where I can have that in the background though. Plus, it's always at like 3 AM for me, so nope. So we thought one where he's holding a torch. I like the idea of him holding a book because he's a dungeon master. I like that idea. Or keys. Maybe he's got keys around his neck. Because I'm so bad at like just having like idle hands. Like this hand does nothing, so it's just hanging. But that looks awkward. Like he's just standing there, like almost T-posing, feels like. Especially with epic standing poses. But I guess we don't need to think about this too much. Hold on, how far does an arm go? I need to check this for myself. To the hips, right? Yeah, hips. It's the elbow. Elbow goes down to the hips. Ooh, an enchanted book. Could be ukuleles. Ooh, lovely. So what if he like held... Because if he was holding a book, he wouldn't like hold it... He'd kind of hold it like loosely? In front of him, maybe? Sort of like that, so the book would be kind of... I fear... hold on. He'd be holding it so that he could hold bottom of it, I guess? Hi, dragon! Like in all these animatic frames where people draw the Minecraft characters as super hot and muscular when... or just playing Minecraft for a living. Came out long, no worries. Well, I take the view, right? I take the view, in this world they're adventurers, and they survive a whole bunch of, like, strenuous stuff, right? They survive a lot, and if they were kind of... They have to be athletic in some sort of way in the world of Minecraft to be able to do the things that they can do. That's how I kind of view it. Because with all the building they do, they get a workout. They get a workout. Plus with the fighting the mobs and everything. Still very funny. True. We have like a page flipping, or maybe like a loose page here, I guess. Sort of like that. I'm gonna move him along a bit because otherwise we won't have space for the arm. We'll have most of this anatomy hidden by long cloaks anyway. It's a bit messed up. It's a bit scuffed right now. So, let me just think. He'd be holding it out. Just figure out his head. Well, it's quite important. You know, it's quite important that he has a head. Maybe. Does he have... is he looking up? I was looking up. Never seen a green write a comment so long. It was so sweet of him to leave that comment. It was crazy. I was a bit overwhelmed. I've definitely seen a lot of people say that. In case anyone's wondering, Green left a comment on the most recent Double Life animatic, and it was really heartfelt and really sweet. And it basically encompassed him feeling like a bit insecure about like the Life series because everyone's, or like a lot of people said that Double Life wasn't as good as the previous seasons. And I certainly heard a lot of people say that as well. And I just kind of take the view, they're different, definitely. And I love how they want to bring a twist to everything, to every new season they do, so they don't overdo it, right? But they still make it incredibly entertaining. I still enjoy every single one of them, and like, I love the hype that surrounds them as well. Like, us as a community, you guys, chatting to you guys about it is just amazing. While they're coming out, it's a lot of fun. And chill here while reading. It was so sweet of him, and kind of like it was him showing like this kind of stuff with what people create or what people are inspired to create is like the reason why the Life series are so cool. Doesn't mean it wasn't good and the viewers want more. Yeah. But like at the same time, Green is very wise when it comes to like letting things run its course and not overdoing things. Right? Because for instance, like you have the drama of the Civil War in season 6. They could have dragged that out into eternity, you know, like they'd done the Dream SMP. They didn't find a proper ending to it. But they decided to come to an end, like for it to come to an end after a while it was still very popular. So when we found out that would be another season, dropped everything to chat about it. Yeah. It's so cool, like how it inspires the new community. Yeah. And like all the different team ups that you have every season, I think it's amazing. And that was a really good thing about Double Life, is that it inspired these new team ups. I mean, Tango and Jimmy, can we just appreciate the ranchers? I love that dynamic so much, and it wouldn't have been a dynamic that we'd gotten previously. Something that someone commented on, because I was chatting to them about like the Life series, is that they didn't really get into Third Life, because they couldn't really get into Third Life because it was just the Hermits teaming up. And because I didn't just watch the Hermits, or I just didn't just know the Hermits, I knew most people there. I hadn't realised that it was kind of like Hermits versus non-Hermits in a sense. Watch other people play, but they don't understand it's more than that. Yeah. There's people... I find Minecraft as a medium really good Words are hard. I find Minecraft as a medium really good to tell stories. because it gives you more imagination than or like free roam for imagination, where you can make fan art out of it, or I'm inspired to make fan art out of it anyway. I'm 14 and this is deep. fair. But it's a really cool art form because it leaves so much up to interpretation and the imagination, but at the same time it's more visual than a book, right? Everyone got to know each other in Double Life. They know each other much better. Yeah, exactly. But Third Life, it was kind of like you had the Crassel guys, you had Scar and Green teaming up, and I think like I think Rendog was kind of the only exception to that rule, because he was like the leader of Dogwarts, and Dogwarts was basically all the non-hermits apart from Scott and Jimmy, who were off in their own corner of the world doing stuff, right? Overwhelmed by so much happening? I feel like Third Life was maybe the easiest to try and keep up on. I heard people really struggling with Last Life, but I think it's because like the added 3 players just added so much chaos, right? Like 3 more players is quite a lot. And this time we only had 14 players. Is that right? Oh yeah, we had Pearl. This time we only had 14 players, so didn't seem very unique to you. It was something incredibly special, because it felt like something that would only like happen once, and it was happening like every week as well. And I think when it's turned into like a big war, it just was immediately better than the Dream SMP, right? 12 sessions? Was it that long? Gosh. Yeah, it had a story. Yeah, it's easy to follow along with Third Life because it has a storyline of some sort. You know what? I don't really want to draw Tango holding a torch, so I'm just going to give him ice powers. I decided he has ice powers now. I only had to draw hand with ice powers. Chaos equals good. True, chaos is actually usually quite good. But if it's too chaotic, you just don't understand what's going on. I watched every single perspective of Last Life as they came out, which, man, was a real chore. Well, not chore, but it was a big thing to do. I was literally on it all the time. But it meant that I could keep up with what was going on, so I didn't have the trouble of going like, what's happening? What's happening? I feel like this book needs to be bigger, don't you? Like a tome. Actually, Martin and Ren and Ether, maybe? It was 8 what? 8 what? I'm sorry, I've been missing chat a little bit. I loved all seasons for like different reasons. And I genuinely can't give you guys a favourite. Which one was my favourite? Because I think like one thing and then I'm like, oh, but wait, that happened in that one. And like, oh, but the nostalgia of that one, and oh my gosh. They mean like they're really special. And when Third Life came out, I was like, this is the best thing that's come out this year on Minecraft YouTube. And it was the year of the Dream SMP. Or like the second year of the Dream SMP. Right? That thing was huge. But it was when the storylines, I guess, were getting a bit forced. Because they didn't know when to stop. And yeah, going back to a point that I didn't finish earlier. Grian knows when to stop things. When things no longer become entertaining. He doesn't milk out a subject if it's not something that viewers are interested in anymore, which is definitely why I'm pretty sure there's not going to be an infinite amount of life series, because as soon as it gets samey and boring, they're going to cut the rope. Hold on, my cat needs to leave the room. I'm just going to open the door for him. I think what they're going to do is they're going to make sure the last series is the best one, because you remember it better. You don't get bitter and you're like, oh, it wasn't as good as it was at the beginning. Because that's something that's happened to the Dream SMP for me. My chair's making squeak noises. That's something that happened to the Dream SMP for me. They didn't finish with like when Dream went to prison. I think they should have finished there. I don't know how much you guys know about the Dream SMP, but it was I loved it a lot. I think it was a really cool thing to come out of Minecraft community and Minecraft YouTube. But they just continued with the storyline, and then everyone got lost interest and started doing other things, and it's just kind of died. And it's a shame because it's left a bitter taste in a lot of fans' mouths, including mine, where it's like they didn't officially finish it, and it just kind of feathered out, and it just kind of got bad. And I know that they're not going to do that. You said they have their own special moments and messages, yeah. You had time to watch episodes every Tuesday. It was annoying for me when Third Life came out, because I had like my finals going on, which is why I couldn't make an animatic back then, because otherwise I would have, you guys know. I had my finals during then, and but like for Last Life I could totally watch it all because I was on my year out. Aren't they restarting with season 2, the Dream SMP? Don't know. I've lost track with like not only the server but like also the content creators with it. Honestly, it was kind of something that was interested there. Yeah, we dropped everything. It was a chaotic stream. I can't even remember what we were doing that stream. What were we doing that stream? Were we drawing something? Was it a drawing stream? I feel like if I was playing Minecraft then it was just derailed into something even more chaotic. I'm trying to get this. I'm going to redraw this book, let's be honest. Maybe this hand is too. Honestly, don't really know the perspective of the book that I want the book to be in. So many films drag on sequels and they just get worse and worse. Yeah. Last Life series would have done incorrectly. Would have done this. Oh yeah, if it had been, yeah, exactly. Like, that's my problem with media at the moment. Especially like media like Star Wars and Marvel. It's a circle of life. Exactly. Especially, yeah, Last Life was done correctly. Especially with stuff like Marvel and especially Star Wars. I'm having a real issue with Star Wars at the moment because they're just doing too much with it. Like we don't need an Obi-Wan series to see how the guy lived out in the desert for decades. Come on. I loved seeing Ewan McGregor back in the role, but it's like literally just hitting up on nostalgia. There's nothing to add to the series. And there's nothing meaningful to add. I think they should just, if they're going to do any more with Star Trek, I love Star Trek. If they're going to do any more with Star Wars, they should go to a different time. Forget about the Skywalkers, whenever they lived. I've had enough of them. I've had enough of the Skywalker saga. Let's go to the Old Republic, or past that, or goodness knows what. Yeah, they're squeezing way too much about it, especially like also with this new Andor series coming out. Oh, it's a bit annoying. Got your friend start watching Hermits and she saw Green's episode of June. It would be another season after Double Life. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, maybe she can look back on previous seasons. That's a lot of fun. This book. This book is annoying me. This book annoys me. Does it annoy you guys too? It annoys me. Hold it up a little higher. But now you can just wait with your friend for the next series to come. Because honestly, it's really popular. I think with like the ending of Last Life, it wasn't sure if they were, or definitely the ending of Third Life, it wasn't sure they were going to do another. The ending of Last Life, it was even less sure that they were going to do another. But I feel like they've almost confirmed that they're going to do. Yeah. Definitely watch Star Wars and understand what I'm saying. Yeah. I love Star Wars so much. I'm such a big Star Wars fan. But they need to stop. They're just milking a subject. They're just milking old ideas and it's getting boring. That's better. That's a better position. This is a mess of a sketch. Don't you agree? Okay. let's try and sketch over this. In fact, Jen from Watermelon Sussing, welcome back. I've just gone on a rant about overdoing series and how they probably won't do that with the Life series because Especially Green. I know Green to be very wise in the sense of this is enough. We should stop doing it. How was it? You didn't chop off your fingers, right? I'm always terrified slicing watermelons. Honestly, it's a scary project. It's a scary something to do. He's incredibly like skinny and lanky, isn't he? Hold on. I've made a lanky tango. That sounds like a drink. A lanky tango, some sort of cocktail, eh? The lanky tango. Or type of dance, I guess. You need the fingers when you have ribs? Huh? You chopped it with your ribs? Huh? You know how to start. I'm just scared of big knives. Just swallowed my own spit. I'm just scared of big scary knives. They terrify me. And having to slice into something big with a big scary knife. Yeah, I'm not very good at it. I'm good at the trick. Pardon me, guys. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of points that I wanted to make in that rant that I just got distracted from making. My screen is incredibly hot. That makes sense why it's that hot, because it is actually on full brightness. I'm going to switch on, put my glove on. It's a serial resident escalator. And then wise one who knows when to stop. Yeah. And that's something I really like. It's not easy to know when to stop. You keep riding the hype train, especially on YouTube. And that's something that, like I said, the Dream SMP's done. Didn't know when to stop. That's like wisdom coming with years and years of just experience on the platform. And yeah, it's definitely something that Green knows very well. Stopping something while there's still interest in it. Even though you might like get more out of it then. Or you might not get as much out of it as you could. But if you stop it like before people lose interest, then they won't lose interest in you as a creator. Yeah. Slice tomato or onion. I'm fine with onions. Actually, in school we learned how to very officially slice onions. There was a whole exam about it and everything. Obviously I don't slice onions like that anymore. But it's something that's stuck with me. I do cry a bit, but that's fine. Anyway. I do want to get a bit of Tango's face out here. Pointy nose. Because he's a very pointy dude. I don't know what to say about that. Don't know what I'm saying. Don't ask me what I'm saying. Waiting for the day when... Yeah, the day would probably not come, let's be honest. Some people are more susceptible to it, but like you can't get used to it. It's not something that you get used to. So is he kind of being mischievous? He's still got his iconic pupilless eyes. It's going to be interesting kind of trying to figure out where he's looking. Trying to make it look... Let's see. Smoke cocked. Hold on, the DreamWorks smoke cocked eyebrow. Where did I hear that? I've heard that before somewhere. Where have I heard that? Oh my gosh, where have I heard that before? What's that referencing? I've heard that somewhere, and now it's making me incredibly self-conscious. The DreamWorks smirk and cocked eyebrow. That's like, it's something iconic for DreamWorks. I wish I could explain better, but I don't remember what that reference is. Even, could you help? Yeah, all the pro tags and the posters have it. What? Oh. What's that from? Where did I hear that from? Who was talking about that? When did I hear it? Oh my gosh, I'm racking my brains. I have no idea. I'm like assuming it's something Minecraft YouTube related because it's something that Ivan knows as well, but I have no idea. I haven't either. It was only like brought up when someone brought it up once. I can't remember in what context. That's what I'm trying to think right now. That is really, that's destroyed my brain right now. We still got the pointy teethies. And a very smoky mouth. Okay, maybe that goes out a bit too far. There we go. I was doing that Chad face. Maybe he can be a Chad, have a Chad face. I've been listening to Hades Town again recently, and I'm like, I need to just have an evening of listening to the whole musical through again. Oh gosh, that's not where you place it. What am I doing? Darn it. This is turning into much more than just a doodle, admittedly. Cold smile. And then he's breathing out. Thing is where I'm going for the vibe of this drawing. Hold on. I'm going for the vibe of like this drawing with the. That's how doodles go through. I'm not really a doodler, admittedly, even though we have this whole doodle genre on the stream. I'm not much of a doodler. I just literally draw something and then I turn it into a full illustration. I feel like his head needs to be more cocked. Sort of like that. They need to be bigger. You have returned. Welcome back. Yeah, I've got friends that like can fill sketchbooks incredibly quickly, and I'm like, how do you just draw? How do you just draw? How can you just like without thinking just draw? Like draw so much? How? How is that even possible? But I guess that kind of like with how detailed I like to go and how I just prefer to do full illustrations, it really lends itself to properly like doing proper animatics and stuff. Right, spiky hair. Is he getting like crystal hair? Let's see. Let's try and figure this out. Let's try and get some like crystal reference pictures here. Not the whole screen though, please. And yet I kind of need to see the guy that I'm drawing. Just a little bit. Trying to get some idea here too. Yeah. That's fine. Like I'm never good at like starting a drawing at 11 p.m. Especially when it comes to anatomy and stuff. I mean, I'm struggling at 7 p.m. Alright, let's get some of these reference pictures out and about. Where they don't fill the entire flipping screen. Make you smaller, thank you. Yeah, time zones. Time zones exist. Oh, for goodness sake. Can we just please be on the right layer? This is a bit of a mess. Oh wait, I inserted that one twice. Well, we can delete that then. Cool. I definitely feel like there's like a lot of energy missing in this pose, but I haven't drawn poses like this in weeks. It's not going to be as good as the illustrations that I did when I was fully in the flow. I think that's fine. I think it's totally okay to kind of create something and then have a couple of off drawings. Totally fair. So, ice spikes. Spiky ice. I still kind of want it to have the same shape as his hair did before. Which kind of like was sort of like combed back. Because suddenly before the scene, yeah, ideas come then. I'm like, for me, inspiration time is the evening where I'm like, I have to draw this now. But that is usually in an animatic sense where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to draw this animatic. I have to do this animatic. And then it's really good because I can then do the planning stage in the evening when I'm really motivated to do it. We'll figure out how to do these ice crystals properly, but I think I just kind of don't want it to really look like that spiky hair from the 2000s. That really awful spiky hairstyle. Bye-bye, Jazzy. But yeah, I can do animatic planning like late in the evening. And then usually it's a case of get these lyrics down there now. I don't know. It kind of, you know what it kind of reminds me of? For some really weird reason. Is Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man? Is that just me? Is that just me? I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of that. Maybe it's the face. And like, I don't know. I don't know why windblown hair reminds me of Andrew Garfield. We'll kind of like do... I feel like I need to grab a picture of Andrew Garfield now. This is irritating me. Give me a sec. I'm just going to open that on my phone. Andrew Garfield. Spider-Man. It's kind of the hair. It's... Oh my gosh, it is totally the hair. It is totally the hair. It's the spiky hair that he had in the Spider-Man movies. Yeah. In his own movie. I don't know. I can't remember quite what he looked like in this new Spider-Man, but there's like promotional pictures with incredibly spiky hair. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. Yes. It is the hair. It is the hair. Spider-Tang. 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 Does whatever a Spider-Tang does. Gives you horns with B-dubs. Dee 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 dee. Watch out! Here comes the Spider-Tang. Okay, I've completely lost track of whatever I was doing. I think his neck is too short, too skinny for the rest of his body and for his head to hold. Actually, maybe his head's too big. Let's make the body bigger. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we go. Oh, spider. Why? Why? It's totally the hair, isn't it? Oh gosh. I feel like the hand's too big now. I can't win, can I? I can never win. Tiny wrist now, hold on. Proportions, all out. I don't ever draw like this on stream. Or very rarely do so. Give me some slack, guys. I'm gonna do a bit of... Hold on, let's get some Tango reference pictures up here. So he kind of has... darn it, why did I put these here? Just copy these onto these two onto a new layer. So that we can get them moved out of the way. There we go. Bye-bye, cucumber! So... we have... he kind of has shoulder pads, doesn't he? That's interesting. Spider-Man movie names? What, The Amazing Spider-Man? Which one are we talking about? I'm going to have his cloak open this time, on this one. We can get like a good look at his hair, but it's going to still be like a massive cloak. Like a hood. We're talking about the newer Spider-Man where it's always something to do with home. Hangman in the Chamber of Spiders. That sounds like Harry Potter, no? Right, so this is kind of going to bulk him out quite a bit, actually. This outfit. Does he get big loop? He totally does have to get big loopy arms, doesn't he? Bum, bum, bum. In these secrets, you got to spend Ember Souls. Where do you get the Ember Souls from spiders? I'm so looking forward to Decked Out, man. I didn't really get the hype at the beginning when it was in season 7. I didn't really follow what Tango was doing there. But then when it released and it was just so amazing, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then we'll have like another... Dude needs to be wrapped up. Also, because we do love lore, I wanted to ask you guys, because we do love ourselves a bit of lore, even though the hermits just do it for their own thing. What is your guys' headcanon why Tango is now suddenly icy instead of fiery? Because I've got a couple of thoughts myself, but I kind of want to hear what others have to say. how we feeling on that? How that works out? Oh gosh, I got to figure out this hand now. In fact, I need to maybe change the... It's got a belt, and we could have like keys hanging from the belt here. That kind of goes through there, maybe. I'm trying to figure this out. Kind of got the hand there. This isn't going to be one of those incredibly fleshed out illustrations where it's like, yes, we must figure out how anatomy works. It's totally how stuff happens. Kind of have keys dangling from his waist. Usually so hot due to heavy exposure to redstone, and he's basically become a cartoon-style popsicle. Welcome back, Jesse. Cartoon-style popsicle. he just adapts to his environment, then, eh? Is redstone hot? I can totally see that. Kind of looks like it's hanging from his hand now, though. I don't want that. I want it to kind of be hanging from his belt. Maybe show more of a belt here. And his robes. The hair that reacts with redstone. I like that theory. It's cool. I feel like this is going to be one of the messiest line arts that I have done for a long time. But honestly, I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself with this because, yeah, like I said, I haven't drawn for a while. I didn't want to do something too high pressure because otherwise I won't get back to drawing for a long time. I always have like this trouble getting back into drawing after finishing an animatic. The structure of his brain has frozen his head because he's been under a mountain and surrounded by ice for fun. Yeah. Adapting to your environment. I like that. It's kind of like, yeah. Let's see. Get stuck in the ice cave. Yeah. I like the idea of like kind of like the idea of evolution, only it happens quickly for him, I guess, that sort of thing. Happens a lot quicker than over eons of generations. I like that idea. We'll just kind of like have... What does frost magic... Oh, hold on. What does frost magic look like? I think Elsa's is just kind of like a swirly princessy thing with a couple of spikes, but I actually want Tango's to be more spiky and explosive. He's actually shooting like spikes of ice around. I feel like that fits him more. I can't remember, was Tango a part of the Boomers in season 7? I feel like it was. It was Impulse, B-Dubs and Tango. I don't know. Icy Dripstone. Thinking in time and days go by very fast instead of true. Which means these guys are probably very old, actually. The characters are immortal. Minecraft characters. Right, what do we do with his... Do we just kind of like have a top underneath? We could have a like a decked out key. Just give me a sec. I'm going to quickly Google what a decked out key looks like on my phone because I know it has a specific design. Oh my gosh, my phone is glitched out on Andrew Garfield. I don't need to see him anymore. Tango. Decked out. Key? Is that gonna work? Images? Is this gonna work? I think he had a decked out key on his side, on the side of his skin. But I very unfortunately... Oh, actually there it is. I think it's right there. This little golden thingy here. Oh well. Just kind of like, cannot escape and I will look into your soul. For some reason I felt like it was kind of spiky on both sides. Kind of went like that, but that might be something else. Something like that. I'll just have black robes underneath. Yeah. Andrew Garfield will stay forever. Have you guys seen Tick Tick Boom? Another thing that Andrew Garfield was in. It was amazing. It was one of those things in 2021 where it's like, man, 2021 is doing really well when it comes to like stuff that's coming out. That's weird phrasing. With like media, right? Because we had Encanto, we had Bo Burnham, and Tick Tick Boom. That's like my 3 major movie recommendations of that. Well, I don't know if Inside can be seen as a movie, but like that's my 3 recommendations if you're like, what's the stuff I have to watch from 2021? Bam. Oh, also Spider-Man came out 2021, didn't it? At Christmas, so I guess watch that too. Got a very boyish face here. Why is that? Did I not give him enough space? You discovered Hamilton in 2021. Oof. Good for you. Hamilton's great. I've been a bit burnt out by Hamilton because I've been a fan since like I'd like to say 2018. We don't talk about Law enough. Oh. There's a really good what a throwback, yes. There's a really good like We Don't Talk About Bruno Double Life animatic out there. Horizon 26, yeah. Hamilton. I think we're talking about Hamilton. Yeah. What Lin-Manuel Miranda has done recently has just been amazing. Or what? Scratch that. Anything that Lin-Manuel Miranda does is amazing. I loved In the Heights. I loved it when it was a film with Anthony Ramos as the lead. Oh my gosh. When it turned into a film. Yeah, anything that he's involved in is just automatically amazing. Let's get on with the Andrew Garfield here. Lights up on Washington Heights up till the break of day. I think finding actual founding father like a crypt in the woods. Yeah, I guess I didn't really have the connection to the American history to it. I was just like, hey, this is a cool thing. These are cool characters. Never really thought about like, actually they're quite important historical figures. I think I'm just gonna like make his hair a bit rigid. I don't, like I said, I don't really want it to be like the frosty weirdness that is this 2000s hairstyle. Like spiky hairstyle. I don't know what it's called. Washington was found frozen in Delaware River. I'm surprised. Okay. I thought Washington died of old age soon after he... Yeah, honestly, all my knowledge of American history is literally Hamilton. So I'm not even going to try. Not something we ever really taught in school. I know that there was a civil war at some point, but that's about it. Very vague in politics and not totally accurate, yeah. Well, it's a show. You can't expect it to be totally accurate. It's like not all my knowledge of the French Revolution come from Les Miserables. It's not a good way to learn your history, admittedly, but it's a good way to get interested in history. Why is his face so scrunched up? What's going on? Why do you look so scrunkly? Look at that. That looks so wrong. Tango. What did I do? I've done you wrong, buddy. What is this? What have I done? Where did I go wrong? I know Les Miserables wasn't the French Revolution. But that's like what people originally think about when they see Les Miserables. It's what I know. Yeah, it's at least what I didn't, or what I thought about Les Miserables at first. That was some sort of part of the French Revolution. I think I'm gonna have to completely redo his face, because what was that? I feel offended that I've drawn that, and I'd like to apologize to you all. Let's try this again. Maybe his nose needs to be smaller because it's kind of got a squished face here because it's kind of looking at a perspective, like a top-down perspective. What am I doing? Can I just not give him a face? Looks alright otherwise. Don't it? I actually read up on what Les Miserables, like what part of history Les Miserables was like showing, or I don't know, referencing. Completely forgot about it. Gonna be honest, can't remember the thing I read up on. The third or fourth revolution. Yeah. I mean, I'm quite interested in history, but there's so much of history. There's so much. I feel like I've forgotten a lot. I read like these random facts, and I'm like an expert on it, on these subjects for like a week, and that's it. 1836 revolution? Yeah, that was far after the French Revolution. What's up with his nose? Oh my gosh, how you're here. Awesome. Awesome to have someone to educate me or correct me when I'm spilling wrong stuff. Where did I go wrong? They didn't look all scrunkly here. It looked alright. Just try and go over again. I don't know. Greek mythology is cool. It's a bit wacky. I've got a friend that is a real big fan of Greek mythology. They also love Percy Jackson figures. I love Hazestown in the Greek mythology part. Honestly, as soon as like something from a musical references a part of history, I'm like, okay, I need to research this. And then as long as I'm like really interested in that musical, I'm an expert on the subject. But then afterwards, I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. I can't remember. Was this? It was kind of Tango, you confused me. Let's just maybe duplicate this and erase the face, and then just give ourselves some helplines. Sort of like that. It needs to go like above the ear. So looking down. So if like one eye is there, one eye has to go there. And then like eyebrow, something like that. That feels like a very much a Joel smirk for some reason. Funny, it's not. I don't usually have trouble drawing faces, but apparently today is one of those days where it's just like, no, you will not be able to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. How to draw. I'm trying really hard to like not get in a what's it called? Not a burnout, but art block. After this animatic, because that's usually what happens. I want to continue drawing though, and I'm like, what do I draw? Big project over. What do I draw? So these doodle streams are great. Like no strings attached, just bit of drawing. I don't think I'll colour this in here. I might colour it in off stream. Because maybe I kind of maybe also want to get to like suggestions from you guys on what to draw. I kind of just wanted to come up with a Tango design. Different on a day-to-day basis, yeah. Actually, I should probably be implementing like stuff that I learned from the previous animatic. Like more wrinkles. We like wrinkles. What kind of mouth was that? Hold on. That was a good mouth. This wasn't a terrible mouth. We'll do this mouth again. I think that like after all the faces that I've drawn, I'd be okay. At least. You know what would be a cool thing to do? Like a couple of years ago, I started the 100 face drawing challenge, and I never really finished it. I did it without OCs. But and I did it with a friend. Maybe that would be cool to do again, like the 100 faces drawing challenge. Like maybe a stream project, right? And I'd only ever give myself like 5 minutes to do one face, because otherwise I'll just go into it way too much. Turning them into weird, not usually muscled skulls. Yeah? Horrors of drawing. Titans. Never drawn a Titan before. I mean, my phase of ignoring faces is literally in every animatic. The part of the animatic where I'm like, oh heck no, I'm not gonna draw a face. The part that I have in every single animatic. I guess seeing these behind the scenes is probably quite interesting for you guys. I hadn't originally. I had a blue background on this segment, but I felt like blue was too friendly, so I turned it red in the editing program. But yeah, I always have a point where I'm like, I don't want to draw faces. Where Ethio's purple line went. It was gonna go to B-dubs. It was gonna go to B-dubs, but since B-dubs was not interested, like because Etho's whole double eye thing was him being jealous or trying to break up Etho and B-dubs. He was on his jealousy arc there, and B-dubs wasn't like really letting him onto it, and they were both still very strong. You want to scream the F word really loudly because you're 1 hour late. Thank you, notifications. Welcome, Ellie, all the same. But yeah, it's kind of broken off because Etho wants to have that allyship connection. They do in the end, I guess, for a very, very short and not a very capable time. Oh, I don't have the frames here. I deleted the frames. But yeah. Hello, Hailey. Oh dear. But so this is Tango. There we are. Tango in his frost skin. Maybe we could add like some little frost bits coming from his hair, like the frosty sparking and like. Yeah, frosty. $800 away from the ukulele. I said I wasn't going to colour him in, but I kind of feel like I want to colour him in now. Oh, this kind of reminds me of what you thought you'd been like in Last Life. Not the winner? Yeah, I don't think I'd get very far in a Last Life scenario. I'm not a very good PvPer. I'm not very good at talking my way out of situations either. So, I don't think I'd win. I think the people that have won so far are quite skilled, actually. Scott's a good PvPer and very tactical in how he plays the game. Like, the only reason, really, that I think he didn't get as far in Third Life is because he was just murdered twice while he was trying to get his stuff back. A bit unfairly. You'd be a good tactician as well. I don't think I'm a very good tactician. I think I'd be pretty good at, like, getting myself good alliances. maybe talking my way into some good alliances, but I mean, honestly, I've talked about it with friends. If we ever have a group of people who can commit to it, on like a weekly basis or something, and who would mesh well together, like the Last Life or like the Life Crew do. Hide out on Magic Mansion with Scar. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, Scar's very good at these games because he's got a silver tongue. He can speak himself out of any situation. And people don't want to kill him because he's entertaining in that sense. Right, let's colour pick from Tango. Let's see if it's good to do that. He's got very yellow skin. I'm just gonna... I do have a Tango thing. So, there it is. So if I just reference these colours. Just need to figure that out. This guy's comic relief. Can't kill. Yeah. Well, he's very entertaining, and people don't kind of want to keep that around because that's quite cool. Do a live series thing with the person P, and then you'll know what it is. Yeah. I'm just jumping around chat now from all the chat messages to newer ones. But I've definitely like it would have to be with people that I know well, that are my good friends. And like so that I wouldn't what in the world? For some reason Automod decided pale was weird. Pale skin, yeah, I like that skin colour that he actually has on his face there. Look, wow, the skin colour he has on his face. I like that skin colour. What am I saying? Anyway, I've completely lost track of what I was saying, but I think I was saying something along the lines of I'd definitely be up for a live series thing. If I get enough people together that I feel like I could generally like shout at, and not like I'd need to be good enough friends with them where we could scream at each other and like say I hate you, but at the same time not mean it, right? And where we could genuinely like, yeah. In that sense, I've got probably about. I've really got. I think I've got about like 5 people who would do it, and I'd be close enough to do it. But it's also a question of time. Felix has told me he'd totally be up for it, and so has Simon. They totally want to do something like that. But yeah, it's a case of trying to have the right people who can spend the time each week. And then instead of doing it in video form, I think I'd stream it. And I'd encourage like everyone to stream their perspective as if they wanted to. But yeah, scheduling is the enemy of all. Yeah, honestly, so many more creative projects would have happened if scheduling and people's timetables wasn't such a pain in the backside. But such is the world. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I guess you can kind of only do that with people who are full-time content creators. That they can set that time aside because it's actually part of their job. Exuma Void Eyes. I have never doodled Exuma before. His helmet's a bit of a faff. I'd have to get in references. Because I wouldn't really know how to... I think I drew him once in... yeah, I did draw him once in the Everybody Wants to Rule the World animatic. But I wasn't quite happy with his helmet design back there. It looked really weird around his face. I'd have to come up with a better helmet design. Or just a generally better Exuma design. I think before I Void Eye-ify him, I'd have to figure out how to draw him in the first place. I kind of want to do an Exuma with the bone skull drawing at some point, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I did draw Exuma throwing jelly. What did he look like there? Have I still got that? Is that still in my sketch folder? No, not anymore, I'm afraid. I had to get rid of it to save space. No more Exuma throwing jelly in my in my Procreate files. Probably somewhere on my computer, to be fair. But I like drawing armor and helmets in all together is really tricky. It's not one of my favorite things to do. Like if I ever got a commission with someone requesting me to draw armor, it would be like, okay, price goes up, because that's tricky, that's hard. And I'm also just not very good at it. It's the kind of thing where, like, if you really want me to draw it, I will, but no promises on how good it'll look. I'm gonna be honest. Right, let's colour him in. I said I wasn't gonna, but let's do it. Let's do it anyway. Because I feel like the colours are gonna make up everything about this. Because currently he still kind of just looks like regular Tango in a cloak. But when we add colours, exactly, when we add the blue, the icy blueness, and I'll colour pick from his skin because trying to come up with a colour palette right now. Plus, I think with this skin, it's going to be quite easy to colour pick because in like his original skin, his hair was way too yellow. Couldn't use his hair because, I mean, in the end, when I glowed it, then it actually did become pretty yellow in hindsight. Hello? Can I move this, please? Thank you. I could see there. But otherwise. So wibbly wobbly. Don't know what that means, but it feels about right. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Is that how you feel? Clipping mask. Right. Let's get them icy colours in there. Let's start like with a middle colour. Maybe this blue. Something like that. And we'll get some texture as well. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey is a reference to Doctor Who. In case you were wondering. Never watched it myself. Honestly, as a kid, way too terrified to watch it. Even as a grown-up, I'm like, nah, don't need to scare myself with that kind of stuff. No thank you. No Daleks for me. I feel like Green's referenced Doctor Who before, right? It's wibbly wobbly seems like something Green would say. It's a series about time travel. British series. Been going on for like 100 years. With different incarnations of the same character. You know what? This colour palette right here, Frankentoon Nature D, very much Ice Tango vibes right now. Do we want that colour? Do we want it to be pure white? I don't know. Let's do pure white. Why not? Just gonna draw in the whites of his eyes. That's not how this works. Once planned to watch Doctor Who and then forgot. It's a time. It's a commitment if you want to watch all of Doctor Who. I'm gonna be honest. I started watching it, and then like I started watching it on a holiday to the UK once. I think I started with the 10th Doctor, the one before David Tennant. Who's that one? Is it the 10th Doctor? No, that's David Tennant. It's the 9th Doctor. Then I started, you know, when they did the reboot. Because they had it on Netflix for a while. Then as soon as I came home from the UK, they didn't have it anymore because they didn't have it on in Switzerland. That's kind of where that stopped. So he's kind of got like a glowy... Do you guys see this? He's kind of got a glowy top underneath. Hello, hidden layer. Oh, I'm drawing on this layer. Kind of there. It's kind of coming forward. Maybe that's his sleeve. Oh, maybe that's his sleeve. Huh. I'm gonna draw his color in his top, his coat, like the blackness of the coat first. Let's do that. I think I got fairly far with watching Doctor Who as well. I think I got as far as the 10th Doctor, David Tennant Doctor. In hindsight. You know, I'm just gonna colour in and then erase. It's gonna make it much easier. Don't know whether I want his sleeves underneath to be dark as well, but figure it out. This is how we do texture. By lack of backyard deer. What's a backyard? What do you mean by lack of backyard? Do you have a deer in your backyard? Good for you. Oh, we have a hydrate. Let me hydrate. Do 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 do. I've just finished my iced coffee, so there's no more iced coffee to hydrate on, but I have a bottle. Thank you, Ellie. This feels like some sort of Tango ripoff, or Jack, or like some evil Jack Frost, right? Others in your family have seen him, but you haven't. Aw. You need to hide out, like in a room where you can see your garden, and just stay there forever until you see one. Because one day, surely one will come by, right? Right? Someday. We've got a fox that comes by every now and again. Right. I wonder if it's even worth colour. You know what? I'm going to do this first before I remove the colours. We're going to shade it a little bit. We have to do that anyway. We can't leave the texture like that. Although it's cool and textury, we do need to make it a bit darker because it is a very dark cloak. You're supposed to be the animal guy who summoned all the burps. This is a very special type of animal that you will need to spend more time earning the trust of. It is a challenge of the animal guy. Don't nearly crashed into me, my goodness. I haven't seen a deer in a while. My grandmother had like a small deer in her garden the other day. Suddenly a picture come up from the family chat going, look what I have. Look what I've seen. Well, we've had all sorts of weird animals in our garden. We've had a marten climb up onto our balcony before. In fact, actually, while I was streaming once, and I couldn't actually see him. This was a while back, like 9 months ago. While I was streaming, and I couldn't actually see what was outside. It was when I finished stream, and it just kept scratching at the door and the window and stuff. When I finished stream, I had a look out there, and I was like, I was very scared at what it was. It kind of freaked me out that there was suddenly something with like really reflecting eyes staring at me, keep wanting to come in. Right. No, do we want it? Let's colour in the sleeves as well. We can't have enough black with this dungeon master. I wonder if I need to... nah, it's probably not worth making a new Tango colour palette. I had to make a new pearl colour palette for her double life skin. You're never going to be on time for any of these streams. I feel bad for you, Albie. For some reason, the notifications don't really reach anyone. Did I not colour that in properly? Could very much be, yeah. That is the case. Lovely to have you here all the same, Albie. At least you missed the struggle of me trying to draw Tango, eh? Doodle of a mole in a bucket. I could do. Let me just finish colouring out Tango and then I'll be accepting requests. Right, let's get some... I do actually have a picture of Mage Tango here somewhere. There it is. Yes, he does have the grey surrounding his hood. Like I said, this is more of a doodle than anything else. Mumbo mole in a bucket. Oh my gosh, with the sunglasses and everything. Yes. Yes, I like that. Do 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 do. He's got gloves on, hasn't he? Is that gloves? Yeah, icy blue. Oh, Tango with gloves. Tango, a mole with a mustache and suit. And sunglasses. Don't forget the sunglasses. We need to draw Tango's gloves. Yeah. Now the question is, are these going to be fancy gloves? Hold on. Adventurer's gloves. Like mage's gloves? Mage gloves. I feel like... Okay, no, not that kind of glove. I feel like not just like the normal fingerless glove. We should have something like a lot fancier. Like something where it kind of covers these fingers completely, but it just leaves that one out. Ugh. New version of Boards, Eyes, Hermits, and Buckets. Oh, we could do a whole gathering of them and turn them into stickers or washi tape. That'd be cool. Or... yeah, the glove for digital. That's literally what I'm thinking of right now. I'll give him the glove that I'm currently wearing. Okay, well, my glove kind of also does not go over the middle finger, but I don't care for that right now. That's a very solid glove. A hermit bucket challenge. Oh, cute. You could make like an icicle design on here. And then, so basically, what it'll look like. Now I just need to figure it out on this hand. So we'll kind of have going along there. Sort of like that. I guess. Can we summon hermits by buckets? I don't know. Have we tried? Right, let's try this. Let's try this. I'll do this on another layer actually. Because this is actually kind of confusing me now what layers I'm on. And the hand, yeah, the hand's pretty grey. Maybe some darker details. That's the wrong brush for this kind of thing. Started with a mole and hermits and buckets. Well, we do have the mole hermit, which is Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo goes bananas with hermit gang. Does this look weird in my style because I don't draw fingers properly? This glove design? I don't know. Or maybe we kind of do fingerless, but like that's a completely fingerless one here. And then they kind of just go up to there on the others. Like, I don't know, full glove designs look weird. Looks like an edgy mitten. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, you captured that very precisely, Ivan. Something's holding his hand. Yeah. It looks weird. I think we can all agree it looks weird. Let's try a different design. If we just were to kind of go for fingerless, but then didn't go for fingerless. It looks like Elsa gloves. Can we just... it looks like he's wearing princess gloves. Maybe this part here is a bit weird. Oh, wrong layer for this. What am I doing on this layer? Let's have another look at this. Another thing and another look. Do we just want to give Tango normal gloves again? Darn it. I'm looking up gloves again. Pictures of gloves. Magical gloves art is probably a good place to go. It's just kind of got like really detailed gauntlets, and I don't really want it to be that detailed. Oh, I've just seen prints of like printed artist's gloves that look beautiful. I feel like he needs some sort of glove. Maybe he's Princess Elsa X, the other guy with the... You mean Jack Frost? Maybe he's their child. Because everyone loves to ship those two. It's like, two people with ice powers? Well, I know they'll go together well. Can't Elsa just be happy with no one? Be happy with just herself. The Jack Frost Elsa things are really weird. It's just people going like, oh my gosh. Yes. These completely unrelated characters must be together just because they both have ice. I feel like this colour on the gloves generally gives very strange vibes. Also, the shape of his hand is not helping me with the glove shape, I'm going to be honest. What have I done? I need to figure out what this hand shape is. Not made it easy for myself. So it's kind of like a finger going out there. I might, woe is me, woe betide, have to do Separate fingers. Oh my gosh. Do people have similar abilities? Yes. Yes. The childhood chip and their childhood frost tango came to life. That's how it works. Each to their own, I guess. I always thought it was a bit interesting. Maybe it's just like the just me going like, but Elsa can be happy on her own as well. She doesn't need a guy. What is this finger? Guys, I can't draw anymore. How to draw? We're just gonna go back to the original. This glove has thrown me through a loop, I'm gonna be honest. What am I drawing? I'm attempting to draw a ice-themed tango tech, and I'm struggling with the glove. The glove is not my friend, and I am not the glove's friend. Let's see. Well, my own glove design isn't really as fancy as this one, so maybe we should go less fancy because it looks like a princess's glove. I'm trying my best. It's a little bit, it's not the best art I've ever done. But that was to be expected, to be honest. Okay, good enough. Time has come to learn fingers. No, I've chickened out. I've chickened out. It's gone. That moment has passed. Ivan, I will never. We can solve glove problems. No, I will not draw fingers. I'm not. I don't ever gonna draw detailed hands on stream because that is just gonna be a whole flood of embarrassment on how this stuff works. I totally also had canon Elsa as ace. We do need more ace representation out there. Like, Elsa don't need no man. Maybe that was like always my problem with Elsa. It's like, no, she doesn't have to have someone to be happy. She can be happy on her own awesome self. That's maybe what always my problem was with the, whatchamacallit, the Jack Frost Elsa. The Jelsa? Yes. Or lesbian. Totally okay with that. We need more of that kind of representation out there. Definitely. And it's just like, yeah, she didn't need a guy. And it suits her. Bum, bum, bum. And it's nice to have a Disney princess, quote unquote. Lesbian oriented air race. I mean, you can still be interested, like, in people. You can be asexual, but still be romantically interested in people. And you can be romantically interested in, yeah, best of both worlds. Exactly, yeah. That is some sort of representation that just does not exist. I'm just trying to figure out his outfit here, I'm gonna be honest. Just adding like lines to places. Somewhere here, there and everywhere. There's not really a representation other than there isn't. It is something that needs to be worked on. But I think the LGBTQ community is getting pretty... the representation for them is improving, and I'm really happy for the community. I guess for us, in that sense. Representation is improving in many things. I guess it's only about time for proper representation in many things to come. You see Elsa in my style? Honestly, not that interested in drawing Disney characters. Because with that kind of thing, with fan art of stuff that already exists, I struggle with it because I just look at I do have an Elsa picture here somewhere. I just look at what they look like in real life. Or, like, not in real life, sorry. Not exactly, that's the point, not in real life, hold on. Yeah. I look at what they look like in the thing. In, like, the series and stuff. And I can't separate my brain from it. And then it just becomes a bad redraw. Or an attempted redraw of the style, because I'm like, Okay, so Elsa has kind of a very round face. What is this colour? Very round face, very big eyes. Very small eyebrows. Her hair kind of goes like this. Very tiny chin and like, oh wait, that's not my style anymore. Darn it. So, you try drawing it my style. Just do your own style. Figure out your own style. That's why I find like doing, especially like draw this in your styles. I find that difficult, and redraws, because I focus way too much on what the character looks like. And that's also why I enjoy doing Minecraft fan art, because there's so much up to interpretation of like the way the skin looks, right? Ah, I said I was going to do the hair on a different thing, wasn't I? Mummified Turian. A Turian? Huh? What's a Turian? Oh, pardon me. I just find like trying to emulate my style. Also, like trying to emulate someone's style, I find it tricky because it'll never be as good as the style itself. It'll always look janky. But like taking elements from a style and kind of making it all your own is really cool. Mass Effect Alien, basically bird raptor thingy. No idea. I haven't watched Mass Effect. Bird raptor. Okay. Gosh, like that kind of thing. Non-humanoid characters, never drawn them before. So trying to draw in my style non-humanoid characters, you wouldn't even have a point of reference. There would be no way to try and emulate my style in that, because I wouldn't know how I'd draw that in my style. I think like the most, like I've drawn Ren with dog ears, but that's about it. Like even Doc, who's a creeper, he gets the humanoid treatment. Iron Man's bisexual, so you technically have a bi flag in your room? In what sense have you got like an Iron Man poster? How do you technically have a bi flag in your room because Iron Man is bisexual? How does that work? Yeah, exactly. Gotta emulate my because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. That's the point I'm trying to get across. Maybe get this picture, this colour for the book. I don't know what I'm doing here with drawing, by the way. Like, my brain's gone numb. Usually I have a tactical thing on what layer I'm drawing this on. And the reasoning for it, but nah, not today. Drunken Master. So you have an Iron Man poster, so, well, I guess you have bisexual representation in your room, but I wouldn't say necessarily it's a bi flag. Because a bi flag's a bi flag, right? But if you have like a character who's bi in your room, is kind of something different, isn't it? Drunken Master. Right, I haven't actually changed his glove design here. So we're just kind of gonna pretend that I did. Pretend that I did. Right, where's that Tango reference? I need Tango references. Where'd they go? The brown belt. What color pick? Be that brown. And then we'll make like silver keys. Can pretend it, okay, sure, we can pretend it counts as a bi flag. I wanted to get an ace flag in my room. I went to Pride last June. It was my first Pride. I wanted to get an ace flag, but they weren't selling any ace flags anywhere. I felt really sad because there was no ace representation at the Pride. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not being represented, but okay. I guess other people are, so good for you. I was a bit sad. A bit disappointed. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Right. And usually like, I see a lot of asexual flags that are printed. That should be illegal, definitely. That are printed with like, instead of purple at the bottom, it's really, guys, it's magenta. And some of you may know how much I despise the color magenta. It's not the proper ace purple, and it's really annoying because, yeah. No, not the ace. Yeah, no ace. I'm not feeling represented in my city. We'll see. We'll see if it improves in the next few years. Goes with every. Ooh, ooh, dudes! I did not see this. Oh, I did not see the sparkly and the gradient. I missed the gradient, guys. How could I miss the gradient? Oh, and I've made my life so tricky. What do I do? The asexual flag is so aesthetically pleasing. I love it. I need to kind of get this gradient here now without messing it up on other levels. I'm annoyed with myself, guys. Why did I do it like I did it? Kind of like a bit here as well. Can't see the stream? The stream is still up for me. Do 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 do. Oh, no, it's all working alright for me. It's alright. Isn't there a? I think there is a type of flag, and it's a different type of. It means something different. If anyone wants to Google that for me and educate me, I'd be very interested to know. But I felt like it means something. It means something different, and you don't really want a pink ace flag in your room. If that makes sense. It's like if you have the lesbian flag upside down. We found out the other day. Oh, is Albie going? Oh, bye-bye, Albie. So sorry that your Wi-Fi's not doing well. Now let's give the hood a bit of a gradient, because why not? We like gradients here. Gradients in this household are very much appreciated. You know what? Let's add a bit of proper turquoise to here. Give them like that kind of thing. Should also add the gradient on the inside of the things. We like gradients. Gradients are fun. Brain feels like brain isn't braining. I feel ya. I know how that feels. Oh, I haven't actually properly done this. Need to be thicker. There we go. And then we go back to the gradient. I love it. Love the design, guys. Never heard of pink ace flag. I feel like it's just kind of like a bad print, right? Where instead of the purple, it looks pink. And it's supposed to be an ace flag, and it's supposed to be purple. But it just looks awful. It's the Guinephilia flag? What's Guinephilia? Is that a place? Is that Philia? It sounds like... It's Guinephilia. We're going back to Google. Guinea flag meaning. It's literally, yeah, it's literally, yeah, it's literally the opposite of asexuality. It describes a sexual attraction to men or masculinity. It's literally the opposite of what asexuality is. And it's literally just a slight hue difference in one of the colours on the ace flag. It's so infuriating. Oh, now I know. Now I know which, yeah. I remember reading up on that. I was like, what? How could they allow this to happen? So bad. It's so bad. Yeah. It's Google and... Honestly, why do you need a flag for the love of femininity? For the feminine love? Or whatever it is? He'd still look cold with like a pinkish nose, right? He's a chilly boy. Oh, that's the eraser. It's totally not good, Dawn. It's awful. Like, I can't believe that like... Oh, that makes my blood boil. That's so infuriating. Yeah, it's like the lesbian flag thing. Why do these things exist? And why are they so close to the thing that is the opposite of them? It's still listed as an ace. Oh my gosh. World, get yourself together. This is infuriating. Like, if I'd seen an ace flag at the Pride that I went to, and it looked like that, I'd been like, nah, I want a proper one. And that's why I'm kind of hesitant of ordering one online, because what if the colours are wrong? What if it comes in and it looks like magenta? Because we don't want magenta in this household. We don't like magenta in this household. Magenta is an awful colour. Don't let Felix tell you otherwise. It's the worst. Yeah, you do need a proper ace purple. Oh. Funny how that, like... Yeah. I've told this story before, but like a year ago I dyed my hair for the first time, and it came out high mid, or at least like tinted terracotta is the best. No. Patrolling those with good taste. Yes. Thank you. Came out good. It's tricky. I don't know if I trust it. Ace purple in them. Oh my god. Yes. I dyed my hair ace purple once. Now blue. But it was ace purple for a little bit. But basically, yeah, literally the whole colour with the flag, of miscolouring the flag, literally happened to my hair. First time I dyed my hair, I did it at a hairdresser because I didn't really quite understand what was going on and what I was doing, so I didn't want it to go wrong. And I said, I want a pastel purple, or, you know, like a purple that is the normal ace flag purple, basically, right? Right? And what she ended up dyeing my hair was, literally the colour was called high magenta. Colour was called high. You know what? We're going on this journey together. I'm showing pictures. This is not a face reveal. I've face revealed before, but I need to show you guys my distaste. I had this colour for like months. It was so bright. Let me see if I can find a good picture, and then I'll send it to my iPad quickly. Let's see. Actually, I could just quickly grab. Yeah, it's not even a face reveal. Let's do that one. Airdrop. There we go. This was what my hair came out as. This was what my hair was. This is the colour. And I wanted a pastel purple. And it came with that. What even? It's literally the colour of that flag that is the wrong ace flag. It's so bad. Oh no, yeah. Yeah. Thanks, bro. I did a Technoblade cosplay after that, but don't you dare laugh at me. I was very vulnerable at that time. Funny thing is, like, the day after, or like a couple of days after I got my hair dyed like that. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah. I feel like my colour, my hairdresser's colourblind. But, oh. Looks good with brown hair. It's just like a pretty colour, so shh. I mean, if you want it, totally go for it. It was a really cool colour in the end. I'm gonna be honest. I decided I'm gonna rock it, so I did. I totally went for it, and I was like, yes, this is me now. But it's not the colour that I really wanted. I wanted a pastel purple, and so yeah. Wait, colour filters, no, still the same? I honestly, that's got no filter on it. That's not a filter, there's not like a saturation filter, that's how saturated it was. Anyway, back to where we were. Back to drawing. Boop. Still bad. Yeah, like, come on, I want a pastel purple. And then the person said, was like, well, it's going to probably wash out, so we could probably give it like a really jewel colour, and then it'll wash out. And I'm like, okay, sure, like I'll go for a saturated purple, right? But so pink. So pink. So pink. You have colour filters on your, yeah, okay. So I'm shading the skin right now, aren't I? Completely lost track of what I was doing. Skin shading. But yeah. Just slight tangent there. Literally, the misrepresentation of the ace flag was the misrepresentation in my hair. I can't believe that is actually the case. But I got there. Gonna dye your hair white for his cosplay in March. Ooh. Ooh. You're gonna cosplay Etho? Cosplaying Etho? Etho plays? If you cosplay Etho, I'll be the B-dubs to your Etho. Just get me, no. Aww. No? Aww. Come on. Oh, when I did the impromptu Technoblade cosplay, after getting my hair so stupidly pink, Crowlander was my Tommy in it. we did like a really weird impromptu cosplay session when we had the house to ourselves, and I literally went and grabbed a pickaxe from our shed and I wielded a pickaxe and we had a Minecraft diamond sword and everything. That was a fun time. That was fun, yeah. We even have a pig's nose. I even used a pig's nose and I made myself a crown. And then I looked like Princess Bubblegum with the crown. Like I made myself a crown out of cardboard. Should we make a bit of hair glow, eh? Should we do a bit of hair glowage? Now this is where you guys find out how I isolated Tango's hair from the rest of him. Oh dear. Well, welcome back, Ellie. So literally I'd have to go over Tango's hair like this. And I might actually do his eyes as well on the same layer because we want the eyes to glow as well. So yes, fun times. This is how I did it on every Tango frame. I just clipped out the rest of him. I will also add the eyes. We kind of want the eyes to be glowy. Might do it separately in the end, but who knows. And then what we do is copy and paste. And now we have this, just the hair and the eyes. You missed the goods. Oh, of course, Percy, yes, you said. But with white hair, you could still do an Etho cosplay. And then you're also, at the same time, doing a Kakashi cosplay. Don't you have a wig? Or don't you have a white wig? You missed pink hair? Go back to the pink hair if you want. There's the pink hair. That's pink hair that I had a year ago. And the tangent, that was the pink hair. Such a tangent. Very pink. Very, very, very pink. It was funny because I panicked. And then I got home. Yeah. I panicked and I went home thinking like, I wasn't happy with it. I didn't want pink hair. That's the whole thing. I panicked when I got home and like, I was trying not to panic. I'd say that. And I was like, I called my friend immediately on the way back while I was cycling home. My hairdresser's in our village. So basically I was cycling so quickly and hoped that no one would recognize me. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? Yo. Actually, no, wait, we don't want glowy, do we? Do we want glowy? We need to figure out ice. Okay. No, we don't glow. I tried not to panic. Yeah, I tried my best. We do glowy eyes. And basically, I thought I'd calmed down quite a bit when I had arrived home. And then my mum, who was sat like at the dining room table, she looked at me. Glow? No glow. No glow? No glow. She looked at me, also horror in her eyes, because I was planning on going to I was going to see my family for the first time in years, you know, since COVID and everything. Right, like days after, and I was going to see my grandparents and, you know, just the entire family for the first time in years with that pink hair. Considering this is the first time I've dyed it, right? And my mum looked at me and I wasn't going to say anything to any of the family about it. And she looked at me going like, I have to tell your grandparents they're going to have a heart attack. Not the best thing you could say. Glowy eyes. Probably looked like a pink strawberry, yeah. Not the best thing you could say, mum. Thank you, love you. That was not what I wanted to hear. So yeah, she was just as panicked as I was, but I was like trying to hold it in. And she wasn't holding it in very well for me. This eye isn't glowing as much as the other one, so I'm kind of trying to... There we go. That was fine. I didn't take it that seriously, but oh man, in the moment it was like, oh my gosh, help. I kind of want a bit of a, you know what, we could do an add layer. Add, and then we use this colour. I want a bit of a highlight in his eye. Because like, it's only with highlights that I can kind of tell people where he's looking. Or that's at least like how I use them. I do have a fun memory. It was always a case of like, oh, we'll laugh about this in the future. And I just, at that time, I couldn't really laugh about it, but I'm laughing about it now. It's fine. It's all right. Okay. Now I'm going to shade his hair, and then I'm going to try and do the glow thing again, okay? And honestly, like... Oh, hello. I'm on that layer. And honestly, like, for goodness sake, I want to use the right brush for once. It got rid of all my, like, fear of dyeing my hair now. Not sure if you like it, to be honest. Is it just, like, a bit different, or... Not like how too short or too long, or how they styled it, because you can always style it differently than how the hairdresser styles it. I never like how my hairdresser styles my hair, so it's just a case of I'm going to restyle it. But just like I said, like this experience has completely destroyed my fear of hair related accidents and stuff, because yeah, sure, it'll maybe look a bit strange, but you just have to own it. You just have to own it in the moment. And it's kind of a confidence boost if you kind of like, okay, I now have to deal with this. So you're just going to deal with it. It's like, because there's nothing else you can do. You can't hide from society for months. And yeah, it's been a good experience in the sense of I've now not got a lot of fear when it comes to hair stuff. Got a bit shorter, then they didn't cut it. They didn't cut it evenly? Oof. Now that is annoying when the hairdresser doesn't do their job properly. Maybe it's worth straightening it out a bit. But you can hide from people for months. Well, in some way, sometimes you can, but sometimes like situations just don't allow for it. Maybe make this darker and then I'll bloom? Darker, more saturated, and then we bloom? Question mark? Oh, we're blooming the eyes as well. We don't want to... Oh, but now that... we have to bloom the eyes as well. We like glowy eyes, don't we? And then we go back to this layer and we add some ice highlights. Like that. Bloom! Knock that off the bingo card. Oh, I still need to get that bingo card together. And put it on like on a command. How's that? How do we like that? Oh, you just want to watch a stream? I feel bad for you, Ellie. So sorry. Do we have the sparks as well here in the ad? Yeah, why not? Sparks of ice. Honestly, Tango's design is just... I love drawing Tango. It's so fun. It's just so fun to do this. Yeah. Also the sparks coming out of his hair like this. Ah, I love it. Hydrate to save Eileen's Wi-Fi. I shall gladly hydrate to that. Oh, you know what we need now? We need an ominous background for this. And I think I might have to... I think I'm going to crop the layer. Crop the... What do you call it? Maybe just, you know... This is going to cut off so many references, but oh well. Oopsie. We'll kind of make him more centered. Do kind of a weird shape for some reason, I don't know. Done. I haven't done any shading yet properly. I should probably do some shading. We'll do a background first, and then we've got a whole mood for the piece. You're still on there, nice. You're barely on there, but that's okay. We've cut off Jack Frost's face, but that's alright. We don't need this anymore. Don't need that anymore. Man, he's got a really stiff pose, but that's fine. You know what? Oh well. Okay, you know what? Let's just do a bit of this. We go black. And then over the black we go... no black. We go blue. So what if we kind of like drew... I think it needs to be bluer than that. It's too green. Kind of like a glowing thing in the background. Nice amount of texture. Because we do love texture here, don't we, guys? Do I... In a big version of Bingo, it's somewhere in the Everyone Discord. I need to grab that again, Zimmer, and if it's okay with you, I'll just kind of like do it like so that the writing is actual typed fonts and stuff, and decorate it like that. I love the little cute drawings you did next to it, so I'll try and incorporate those as well. To kind of like have more of a kind of like have a very official version of it. If that's alright with you. I need to find it again in the Discord. And what if we turn this into a nice gradient? We'll keep obviously the same Bingo. I need to find it again. That was like one of the things that I wanted to do. But it kind of got lost in my manic drawing of the Double Life animatic. Honestly, a lot of things got lost. And not forgotten, it's still kind of at the back of my head, but like I still need to do them. I've got so much to do. I've got an entire maths course that I need to do within the next week in preparation for uni. So it's like, oh, I've been neglecting too much stuff. I don't like that. Right, let's up the saturation of this, because I feel like it needs to be more saturated. How about that? Or is that too much? Oh, that would be really helpful. That would be incredibly helpful. And then I can drag it in to a Procreate thing from there. Okay. Are we feeling some ominous shading for this now? So if we're clipping mask, multiply, and we kind of grab like maybe this color. And it's on the multiply, right? Yep. We grab you. Okay, that's too saturated, eh? Ooh, but I like the... Dudes, I like the blue hue to it. Oh my gosh. I might keep that blue hue. Like talking to your Wi-Fi through my chat. That's how things work. That's how it happens. I'm gonna go switch on lights around my room. Give me a second. Ice, baby, yes. That was totally unintentional. But oh my gosh. Like the overlay. Okay, let's make this as a darker color. And then we can properly shade. Like ominous shading. Let's do this properly. Although shading an already black cloak is kind of tricky, to be honest. I think the highlighting will be more usable. Not a good feeling, oh dear. Maybe drink some water, maybe hydrate a bit more. That might help. Or a bit of sleep might help. Just a little bit of self-care. Ice Tango will make things better. Yeah, he's like an ice pack. I'm going to very lightly erase over his face here. I want like these areas to be glowy. We don't really want the shadows to hit that too hard. Honestly, this shading's a bit haphazard. That's too blue. That's a bit blue. Cthulhu stuff. Oh gosh, wow. Does it summon Cthulhu? That key definitely needs some erasing. Good for now. Not yet. It doesn't summon Cthulhu yet. Oh dear. I'm terrified for what you might do with that stuff. Cthulhu's like a fantasy monster. And I'm guessing the staff is something to do with him. Cthulhu stuff, something to do with him. Okay. Right. We'll clipping mask again, and now we'll add a highlight layer. An add layer. And then we can add some like sharp highlights in here. Maybe I'll add a little bit more of the blue like shadows to him. Oh, he looks like he's got like blue eyeshadow, like ice blue eyeshadow, and I'm all here for it. Whether that's part of the design or whether he's actually done that as like a makeup effect, I'm totally here for both aesthetics. Tentacles on the jaw for... Oh, nice. We need to kind of try and figure out the crystal stuff as well. How we're going to kind of have crystals adorned all over him, like ice crystals. That's obviously an effect that we're going to have to go for, right? Not that eraser, but that eraser. This key be a bit more visible. More to the forefront. Oh, that's obviously going behind the hair. Why would I? Oh, also we need to do this. Sort of like that. Kind of like that. Oh, this is so ominous. Oh. We'll do a couple of chat requested doodles after this. This was just a must. I'm gonna be honest. This is just purely self-indulgent where I was like, I have to. This has to be one of the drawings that I do. And I will lose motivation if I don't do it on stream. Like that. Forget highlights and other stuff. Also try and make some of the clothing parts more visible because a lot of it's black. Do highlights. Reminds you of the warden accident. What warden accident? Was there a warden accident? It was definitely him trying to tame the warden in Double Life. He's very warden centric, isn't he? Very many warden aesthetics tied to him. Wouldn't be surprised with all that kind of attributation, what connection, I don't know how to say it, and also with his new color palette, if people were going to start to draw Tango as a warden hybrid. They do like to make lots of people do like to make the hermits into hybrids of stuff that they're affiliated with. I saw a lot of Phantom B-dubs fan art after he was killed by phantoms in Third Life. Do 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 do. Skulk bite. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Yeah, like if that's the whole aesthetic that I'm getting, where people will be like, oh, he's gonna get infected by it, and that's kind of how this skin change, or how this change in how he looks can be explained. And the skulk is kind of like actually, sure, a living entity and a disease, but it has a lot to do with frozen stuff, ice stuff. I don't know. What we do need to do, and this is how I did the pearl effect, although we've got the breath on the same layer, so we might actually just put this on a different layer, copy and paste, and then we can crystallize it. Oopsie. Like that. Oh, I'll have a look at it later. Ellie, congrats. There's the temperature requirements. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Oh, I can't wait for the fan art and the headcanons, that kind of stuff. That's going to be fun. All the angst potential that has to do with that. Yes, baby. All the lava flows. Yeah, we'll ignore the lava. That's fine. We'll ignore the lava flows. Just, that's not part of the headcanon. I wonder what it'll look like if I did this. If we didn't have the line art, that would look awesome. Maybe I'll colour in the line art and then I'll figure that out. Hold on. Alpha lock. And we'll kind of go for a very bright. No, that's... Is that white? I didn't want white. I wanted... coloured. Thank you. I do like that headcanon, Ivan. That's cool. Oh. Give me all the Tango headcanons out there. What if we make all this hair like white like that? And also, don't forget the headlines of the hair. I'm going to be able to do a lot with the colouring of the lines here so we can understand this drawing better. It's quite important. I'm colouring the keys. That'll just get too confusing. Right, and now just out of interest, let's not select the eyes. What if we were to... this crystal thing with his hair. Can it look weird? No, that's not what I want. Fine. In that direction. Oh. Don't think this is going to work out. Kind of looks cool though. Games save you at a checkpoint that dooms you? Oh no. Can you go to a previous checkpoint? Lots of games let you do that. Distortion. Let's up the distortion to max. Yeah, no. Momentum up to max maybe. Sending out further. And then move it the size. I want bigger crystals. It's not bad. Or copy and paste this just in case. Wow, it's giving them more of a glow. And we will... Ah, darn it. Darn it. So we'll copy and we'll duplicate this layer. And then we will do that. Okay, there we go. Hide that layer. This is what we're doing. Say something that can't go back. Ah, that's annoying. If you get out of that. Right, Zimmer. Trying to do the crystal thing, but it's not really working out. It kind of looks a bit weird. Compare, okay, sure, it adds a bit of dynamics, but like, I prefer that. So what if I maybe manually do a bit of crystalline smudging? Maybe with this boy? Like just sparks out here and there. Leave it for now. Yeah. All the best for later then. Okay. I think that can also be up for interpretation whether people think that that's fire or whether that's ice. You know what if we alpha lock this? And then try and look. Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Oh, can I not alpha lock? Okay, what if I select it and then I can look if I only in there? We've cheated the system. Ice Tango next to Fire Tango. Will Ice Tango melt? Yes. Ice Tango will melt and Fire Tango will get very cold. Right, I like that. Hold on. I like the jitteriness it gives his hair. Okay. We're going to go way back. We're going to go way, way, way back. Before I did any of this smudging. We stay in one block. still want to delete that layer. Select this layer. Fine, let's try that again. But that's what I was looking for, like more kind of jittery edges in his hair. It's too smooth at the moment, right? Just realised I've been sitting further and further away from the microphone. Oh, you know what's been irritating me is that the we need to do this as well. Do it in here. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I got rid of it. Okay, so we'll do that. A little bit of jitter. Then we'll go to there. There's a bit more of jitter. I've been literally. That's better. Posture check. Oh yeah. Gremlin, sit up straight. Thank you. I've been sweating against my leather chair. I usually have a. What do you call it? A blanket on it for summer, so I'm not like stuck to the leather. But not right now for some stupid reason. Why did I take it off? Because I've been sleeping under the blanket, but still not good. Now it is kind of weirding out his eyes, but I actually kind of like that. Now what I think I need to do is make this a little bit more visible. Like the structure a bit more visible with kind of like more coloured in parts of his hair. So not as like pale as we had it before. Sort of like that. Drow me? Drown me. You don't drown me. Turn me into a drow from Dungeons and Dragons. Let me just turn like the whole of this line art into like a light blue, dark blue. Sorry. Everywhere where it's black, turn it into a dark blue. I kind of like that vibe. How are we feeling on that vibe? Not down there, maybe. That's a bit too... needs to be darker. Right, and what we need to do now is... you guys know what's coming. Bloom. We like to bloom. How are we feeling on the Tango? I'm happy with this. I like this design. I like this design. You guys are a very good chat. I'm thinking... bloom! Exactly. I'm thinking we're done. It was like a rudimentary a tango design. Ice tango. I like it. Let's do the signature. Screen. Everin 2022. This is a bit haphazard and sloppy. Katie. Boop. Boop. Might make it a bit lighter so it's more visible. Boop. There we go. Tango. Ice tango. Yes. Ice tango. Woo. Okay, let's do hermits and buckets. All right. I'll get one bucket design and I'll just copy and paste it. Do hermits and buckets. Let's just make this square. That's gonna be a simple one. Yes, Tango. Done. Tango of the ice. Actually, do we want to watch the struggle that was drawing this? We could watch the speed paint. Just as a little break in between things. Yes, I inserted so many reference pictures. Yeah, I was gonna do an epic shot of like him under the hood, and then I realized I want to draw his hair, so I can't draw him under the hood. I think it's a really cool design. Oh yeah, Mrs. Tango. Oh, I'm gonna have to find time to look at that, to watch that. Whatchamacallit, the Among Us stream of tomorrow after the fact, because it's gonna be really late when they stream it. It's gonna be very, very late for me. Upload the speed paint on YouTube. I'm not really one for uploading speed paints on YouTube. I might upload the speed paint on Instagram next to the image. Well, I might post this on Instagram, I think. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the YouTube channel is there for like, cooler stuff than speed paints. Does that make sense? It was Miss Tango, yeah. Everyone was like, oh, draw Miss Tango and Tango. I'm like, I don't know how I draw Miss Tango. Miss Tango is a pink Among Us with a flower on top. But yeah, I'm not really one for uploading speed paints on, especially the Everin channel, because I feel like that is more put together stuff. Okay, I don't upload that often there, but when I upload there, you know it's gonna be good. You get what I mean? I'll put the speed paint on Instagram, I guess. I usually mean to do that, but then I forget it. Oh, the struggle that was drawing his face. For some reason, I could not do his face. Bye-bye, Juster. But yeah, Ice Tango. We like ourselves an Ice Tango. Doodle Hermits with Pride colour. Maybe I'll do that as like a July thing, Pride thing next year. I was thinking of doing it this year, but it's just honestly there were so many things that came in the way of that. I didn't really have as much time to. There were other projects that were more important at that time for me. But maybe it's something that I'll think about doing next year. For June, Hermits with Pride flags. Pride flag color palettes is something that I actually haven't seen done before. I like that idea. Note that for next year, Ellie. Note that for next year. Welcome back, Dawn. We are currently watching the speed paint of the Tango. I might turn it into 30-second speed paint because that's what Instagram likes. Yeah, back in time. Yep, that's speed paint. Noting stuff is a bad idea. We'll remember. But I like the idea of color palette hermits. But because usually it's just like I felt like maybe the reason why I didn't do something Pride related back in June with the hermits is because it's like, look, it's a hermit. Oh gosh, what brush is that? Look, it's a hermit. Look, it's a green. It's green. Look at the waffle hair. And he's got a pride flag behind him. Wow, so original. You can have this as your icon. Wow, so original. But I do like the color palette pride flags. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write that down so that it's remembered. In the sense of I'm gonna text Simon and Alina about it for a potential ever random video. Ever random idea for June. Character drawing with color palettes of pride flag. Challenge thingy. Thank Twitch chat for that one. There we go. Gem, oh, definitely Gem or Cleo or both with the bi. Definitely. I think Scott would look really cool with the teals of the gay color palette. Shovel with Ace. Oh, yes. Yes, I don't really watch her much. I'm aware of her and I think she's amazing. But it's like so many awesome creators out there, I don't have time to watch them all. Right. Should we try and get a bucket design? Let's try. This girl with Asian or non-binary? I've seen that a lot in like the Hermitcraft fandom. Is that they do Iskall non-binary? Is there a reason for that? Like content creator wise, or is it just something that the fandom decided? Yeah, he definitely is. He'd look amazing with that. Educate me on the Hermit, I guess, Hermit Twitter side of things. I was watching the replay of Tango's podcast stream that I had with like Green, B-Dubs and Scar. And it was where B-Dubs was talking about Hermit Twitter. And Tango's like, how do I get into this? How do I find out? His character? As in like his character in Hermitcraft? That's so cool. That's cool. That makes sense then. That makes a lot of sense. I like that a lot. That's really cute. Ah. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I like that. Oh, that's given me like the biggest smile on my face. When did he say that? Must have been a while ago, because this has been like a thing in the fandom for ages. Okay. I feel like this bucket is lopsided. Why did I try to do all this at an angle? What made me think that was a good idea? I feel like I need to... How to bucket, how to perspective. This is just... So on Twitter and it was a while ago? Okay, cool. I'm so happy for that. That's so cute. That's so nice. Bucket. We have a bucket. Is it one of those buckets that has like handles? We can make this nice and clean. This is the general bucket for everyone. Everyone is going to get put in this bucket. It's like tadpoles. There we go. The bucket. Now it's just a sketch. I might actually, if we're going to do this as like a cutesy style, I think I'm going to do it with a thicker brush, and we're actually going to do some proper line art here. Oh my gosh, I'm doing line art, guys. Did you hear? Line art. Do we want it that thick? How cutesy do we want this? How thick is the line going to be? I think that'll be a good thickness there, actually. I'm going to move this on top, so we have a better feel of what's going on. What's going on? Let's edit that shape. Is that as cute as possible? Well, obviously we're going to make it as cute as possible, definitely. But there's like a limit to how cute I can make stuff in the line thickness side, where I'm just like, I hate this. I hate how this looks. This is the worst. Again, this feels lopsided. Very much is so. Okay, well... this is hurting my brain. Right, if we turn this like it's if it were straight. And then try and make it look more like a bucket. Like an even bucket shape. And then we shall turn it again. There we go. Because it was a bit lopsided. Yes, definitely. It has to tilt. I think we can all agree on the fact that it has to tilt. We need to vary line thickness here. Sort of like that. Edit shape. That's not working out much for us. No, I don't want that. What's going on? I want an arc with more points, please. I can't change the arc to how I want it to be. Oh, well, I guess we'll have to leave it kind of like that. And then go from there. Oopsie. No. Kind of like that. Let's see if we can edit that into looking parallel. Hello? No. I don't want ellipse. Undo. What have I done? Oh, flip. This is going terribly. Why can't I undo? Is this supposed to happen? Oh, good golly. Fun times. I just wanted an arc. I just wanted you to give me an arc. Is that good enough? Sort of like that. Yeah. Good night. Maybe sleep well. Oh. There we go. So we have a bucket. Here is the bucket. I might just clean up some of these lines. Just make them more round. This is why I never really do line art, because I'm just such a perfectionist that it has to be perfect in every single corner, and for it to look clean. I'm just going to be at it forever. I mean, this is just a simple bucket. How long have I been doing this for? Okay. And I'll colour in. What are we drawing now? We're drawing hermits in buckets. That was a request. And actually, this background, I'm going to make this background like a blue. Like they're in water. That's too bright. it's also too saturated. Kind of like that. The bucket itself can be kind of... Bucket! Yes, we drew a bucket. I want it to be a little bit more in the blue. A little more saturated. Sort of like that. Oh no, wait, we shouldn't be texturing, should we, if we're doing clean stuff? This is like a really different drawing style to what I'm used to. We'll see if I pull through with it. We'll see. It's like the same style as the emotes. And actually, I want to draw like new emotes. Because I'm not a fan of the drawing style of the previous ones. I've actually deleted all of them off my iPad. I want to do new emotes for the Twitch channel. How many can we... Oh my gosh, how many can we fit in? Challenge accepted. Zimmer, how many can we fit in one? Yes. Yes. This is where it goes. How many hermits are there? Oh. How many hermits can I fit in one bucket? All 26? Is there 26 of them? Oh, you know what would be cool? What would be really adorable? Is kind of putting like groups of hermits into the bucket. So we could have like, I don't know, the soup group in one bucket. Oh, the soup group in one bucket. Draw Exuma without helmet. How would I draw him without helmet? How would his design be? I literally have to figure out an Exuma design. I think I'd have to do like a dedicated Exuma design stream. Do Botum, Botum bucket, soup bucket. I kind of want the soup bucket. Should we do a soup bucket of like the 3 soups hanging out? I just imagine like Impulse like hanging out here, and we could have Pearl's legs kind of hanging out, and Gem's kind of like hanging out there, pushing like Impulse's head out the way. We need a bucket of soup. We're buying hermits at the soup store. I need to get my Exuma design down, definitely. And then... So Jim kind of like pushed him out of the way there. Yes, Pearl definitely has to be upside down. Does Jim have antlers? This is the... Right, let's try this again. Let's do this more officially. I do need to practice X. I'm overwhelmed by the armor stuff of X. If we have like Impulse kind of, and then his beard can be hanging over the side. And he's kind of like trying to get out. He's kind of also being pushed by Gem. Soup bucket. I love this. How do we come to this idea? Soup, like buckets with hermits in them. How do we have that idea? They don't seem particularly happy being in there anyway. Watch out of alien feet. I headcanon Pearl being human, to be honest. I think she herself said like I'm not an alien. I'm studying the aliens. Yes, season 9 Gem still has antlers. Thank you. And I think she needs to be hanging off the side a bit more. Alien is a relative term after... True. It is. That with mole in... Why? How did we get to mole in a bucket though? How was that like an idea? I feel like she shouldn't be looking away there. It's like she's insulted by something Impulse said. Like that. Also, I don't want to draw antlers from the side, so her facing forward is, yes, definitely probably the better option. That's it. Multi Mumbo. How to draw legs in this chibi style? How would Pearl be in this bucket? Hold on. I'm doing a whole new layer for this. If we think that, like, that's her body, right? It's like chibi style. Like that. I like that. Yeah. Might make it a little bit bigger. So it kind of goes behind him, Impulse a bit. Same with Gem, maybe? I'll have a bit of foreshortening there. Why is this so adorable? Ah, Zima, are you, what's his name? Hernando. And I'm not scared of anything. From what, that one of your many Bruno alters. What's it? What's it called? Alter egos. Yes, that's the word. Was that the name? Hernando. I think it was. It feels like Zim with the bucket on their head. Yes. Now I feel like they need to be a bit more squished in here, so I'm going to make them all a bit bigger. And proper squished. Move Pearl a bit further inwards. Why is this the most adorable thing in the world? How did we come up with this? I don't know. This is lovely. Impulse can be a bit. He is in the foreground. This is so cute. You wish you were Hernando. Don't we all wish we were Hernando? Because we weren't, so that we're not afraid of anyone or anything. I'm a bit annoyed with the fact of how I might just lower the saturation. Bucket. Yeah, we don't need the background bucket right now, so that we can concentrate on these dudes. Let's merge them down into one layer. Right, how do we do this? It's from Encanto. I might do another layer where it's just kind of like faces as well. Let's also up that bit. Sort of like that. Don't remember the name. It's like literally just it's the guy that, or it's Bruno having a bucket on his head. Yeah, his bucket self. That's a good way of explaining it. Ah, I need to figure out how I drew Gem. It's been so long since I've drawn Gem. Something like that. And also Dwarf Impulse. Hold on. I have a sketch of Dwarf Impulse, right? Yes, here he is. Kind of going back like that. Kind of braided thing. Sort of like that. Mohawky. Brain isn't braining. Yeah, that's fair. This is where I wonder, what kind of pearl skin are we going for? Are we going for Business Pearl? Trash Lady Pearl? I feel like Trash Lady Pearl would look the most interesting with like her orange boots. I think she has orange boots, right? I feel like that would be the thing. Okay, as Impulse... Every time I draw a dwarf, I'm also literally just thinking of Honeydew. I'm honestly unsure about Impulse's dwarf skin. Do we need to go on to name MC for this? Hold on. Let me just grab the skins that I need. I'll be right back, guys. Impulse SV name MC. Not name, sorry, name MC. Give me his IRL name probably. Name MC. Oh my gosh, his skin looks cursed with that. He's got furs on his shoulder. That's so cool. Okay. Boop. We shall screenshot the skin. In hindsight, I probably should have grabbed his skin from a video so that I got a beard as well, but oh well. Saved photos. Right. Also, pearlescent moon. Real initials. Oh, I didn't know. I think BOO is like a reference to B-Dubs' second name, isn't it? It's like the first few letters, like BOO, are his first few letters of his second name. I can't remember. Something like that. Some sort of thing. Okay, a pearlescent moon. Hopefully that's how you write it. Yes. Yes, bin lady, trash lady. We love our trash lady. I think those are more iconic colours than her suit. She's had them for longer. It looks like she's wearing socks, but in my headcanon she's wearing orange welly boots. And green dungarees. Boo, there I scared. Oh, Ellie, you scared me. Terrifying. Who else we got? Gemini Tay. Gemini Tay? Is that how you write her name? It is. Haha. Oh, but is that her Hermitcraft? Her season 9 Hermitcraft skin doesn't have antlers. Is that her? I'll have a look. Not Empire's yet, and not her Empire skin. I'm pretty sure I know how what her Empire skin looks like. I'll show you guys in a sec. Give me a sec. Let me just insert all these pictures into my into the drawing program. Insert photo 1. Insert photo 2. I also did the back of Impulse's skin for some reason. Insert photo 3, but I won't insert that because we don't need that. Anyway. There we go. We back? Oh, hello. Where's the thing gone? The app that I use my thing to show my iPad screen literally just closed itself. Thank you very much. Not very helpful at all. And now it's disappeared from my Apple. Hello. Thank you. Be nice if you worked. Maybe I should have looked at Hermitcraft episode of hers instead of looking at the skin. So hold on, we've got Gem here. No antlers? Is that her Hermitcraft skin? Antlers was something she wanted just for Hermitcraft. Okay, I'll draw her with antlers. We'll do antlers. We like antlers anyway. Okay. So. Let's do one at a time with the reference next to it. Oh, that's space skin. Oopsie. Oopsie. An elf skin now? Hold on. Hold on. Let's go on to thing. So you guys can help me. Gemini Tay. Elven. It's one of these many skins. Which one could it be? So, is that hers? Is that the skin? Is that the right one? She has an elf skin now? But that was like the most recent one that it showed. There you go. Okay. Warning for flash. I'm going to screenshot. I always feel like I need to warn people because it's a lot more intense on a big screen. Okay, we'll do that. Let me just quickly insert the image. Give me a sec, guys. Insert a photo, insert that photo, and there we go. There she is. And we'll delete the other one. I did wonder, but it was like her most recent skin, so I just kind of assumed. And I went back like fairly far. Oh well. Oh well, here she is with antlers, looking incredibly adorable. I love the corset. It's really, really... Actually, I should draw Gem more often. She's adorable. Gemini Slay per less Slay Moon. Impulse Slay V. Braining is very weirdly. Yes, she does have antlers there. She does. And lovely, lovely little elven ears. Okay. Right, I might do a sketch above the sketch. And then we can go on to line art. Which is a process that I actually kind of hate, but... whatever. Let's move Gem a bit closer so we can see her. So. Is this eye or is this eyebrow? I can't tell. There we go. A bit too high. There we go. Her skin is very pretty, yeah. Oh well, skins, yeah. We'll have very round features in this chibi style. We'll see how this chibi style works out for us. Because I often have, like, trouble going for anything that isn't my style. So, I gave... Okay, important question. She's going with the elf theme. That's hard to say. Elf theme this year. This season. And I gave her, like, deer ears last time. Kind of, like, going like that. Do I give her elf ears with antlers? Or do I continue with the deer theme? Important question. I'll continue drawing as you guys think of answers. I think I need to make the canvas bigger. We don't want Gem cropping out of the canvas. That would be awful. Okay. Aerial flares, but everything else deer? Okay. Elf ears are cute anyway. There we go. Antlers and still hooves. I never drew her with hooves. Or I guess I never drew her lower half. No. I guess I never had to think about it. I don't know how I would draw her. It's like I don't draw Ren with dog feet. It's just the ears. And the tail. I think I know we'll call it Fitz floating through space draws her with hooves actually. I'm pretty sure. So we've got the I don't really know how to draw a braid, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But Gem can have a braid. That's fine. And I'm gonna liquefy it a bit. That's a crystal. Don't want to crystallize it. Go. Too big. Smaller liquefy. I'm gonna liquefy the chin. Still liquefying the chin. Darn it. Oh, it's the momentum. There we go. I've never drawn a full body Gem. It was great. It was really interesting for the Hermitcraft animatic because I'd only ever drawn like the lifers, the life people who've partaken in the life series before. I did the occasional like Hermitcraft fan art, but I don't think I really did anyone outside of those peeps because those are the peeps that I watch, right? They definitely got me into like the life series got me into watching a lot more hermits. So that I basically watch all the people from the life series now. And not many outside. I watch Zedaf outside of the life series. Who else? Corrales? But yeah, otherwise, I think pretty much everyone taking part in any of the lives I do watch of the hermits. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we're going to do her hands smushing up against Impulse's head. I might just do finish this part of her first. We're not doing any noses in this. You know what? I'm wondering if I just keep like the line art to what it is right now. I love me some textured line art, I'm going to be honest. And like being it slightly looser. I'm going to make the antlers very simplified. Ooh! Same here in that case. problem. You need to figure out how that make sure the antlers are parallel. There we go. They'll look really wonky if not. There we go. Hey, afternoon, yeah. Evening. It's definitely evening for me now. I think I'll finish drawing these guys. Might not even colour them in. Maybe just a base colour for now. And then we'll leave it for today. That's gonna be easy on the soup group. Soup group. There we go. Like that. We're going to make very simplified legs, I feel like, because if we're going to do a simplified style, we're not going to we're going to make sure that we don't have to draw complicated stuff like feet or hands, because they're just not worth drawing if you're doing a simple style. I'm going to be completely honest. That's what's going on. And yes, I mean, come on. These are look at them. What do you think about the new Gumroad? It's cool. It's pretty cool. Give me a sec, guys. Let me just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Someone just came into a room. Probably missed the card on the door. Okay. These, I mean, come on. These are welly boots, right? These have to be welly boots. Look at the dungarees. They have to be welly boots, surely. Surely. So we're going to do welly boots. And we could have kind of crinkled up trousers. Sorry, I was a bit distracted to answer your question with the Grumbo. I think introduction of Grumbo, I like the nostalgia here. It's kind of cool. I think it's quite cool. I'm intrigued to know more about this alternate universe where Mumbo became mayor, to be fair. During Kid Exuma, that's completely fair. Sometimes I have like this time where I draw like characters way too young, with like really young features, and like happens a lot when I draw Green. I just draw him looking really young and boyish. Right, I'll do impulse on another layer. Lower these down so I can see his better. And because he's a dwarf, you can have slightly more like angled, but only slightly more angled facial structure. I'll draw his face first, like the shape of his face before doing the beard on top. I have to draw ears now because I drew Gem's ears, darn it. Don't think you can draw adults? Yeah, you kind of go. I find it hard drawing like people that need to look old, that are supposed to look old, like older than other characters. Like I can maybe draw young adults, but old, like characters that are supposed to be much older than other characters, I kind of struggle with. It's the wrinkles, man. Maybe with how I've started drawing more wrinkles through the double life animatic, I'll improve on that. Do some braiding on impulses. Age 2. Braid age. I'm pretty sure this is not how braids work, but this is just a little thing. So I think that's fine. And then we'll do braid age on this side. This feels incredibly cute. This is definitely not how braids work. I expect all adults, kids, the world would go bad really quickly for all adults or kids. There was once this series that I watched. I think it was like on CBBC, so like a kids channel, right, for the in the UK, where it was really weird, but I loved the concept, and it was a bit of a drama, but it was also kind of scary for a kid, I guess. We announce 120. What's 120? Minecraft has been announced. 1.20. Ooh, Minecraft Live. Ooh, what are they going to do? Gosh, that took me forever to understand. October. Wow, that's soon. But yeah, they oh, is that when Minecraft Live is when they talk about it? Okay, makes sense. When in this series, like they're all the main characters are kids. Well, all the characters are kids actually, because it's like this apocalypse situation where something happened, and all the adults were banished. Like everyone above, I think 20 or something, just were banished, and yeah, didn't. No one knows where they are, so the kids kind of like have to figure out what's going on. Maybe it's like everyone above 16. I don't know. You kind of have to go figure out what's going on. It's kind of like a bit of an apocalyptic situation. And then I remember one episode. Obviously, the kids then break up into factions and stuff. But one episode where like they don't know what happens when someone turns 16 or 20, whatever the age limit is where people disappeared. And there was someone like who was driving, and they didn't quite know what was going on. But they were like saying to the person who was in the seat with them, so they weren't the passenger. They were saying something like, "Oh yeah, it's my 16th birthday today. I turned 16 very soon." And they're like, "What?" And when they turned 16, they disappeared. So that was very scary as a kid. Everyone over 16 zombified. Gosh, it was very ominous. It was like a very empty world, but for some reason it terrified me. But I loved the concept as well. Really cool concept. So, oh hold on, let me just get Impulse's skin out here because he's not he's not got his arms out. He's not got bare arms. Like I said, every time that I draw a dwarf, for some reason he has to be topless. Hiya to Caesar salad. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Let's redo Impulse here. I think that like image comes from like one of the first dwarves I ever drew, which was Simon Honeydew from the Yogscast. So like for me, ever since then, every single dwarf has to have little to no clothing for some reason. So I'm pretty sure like my headcanon is that he's got furs up top here, so we'll kind of do furs. And then now he's got this weird. Hold on. Can we analyze this? Phone burr. Phone is very much going burr. You should switch off phone. One of the remnant adults character in the prequel novel became the series zombie messiah. Okay, interesting. Ooh, hello. So, it's kind of got like top going in there with a yellow rim, so it's obviously very intentional. Just watch the animating cats show your mum. It's so good, so awesome to hear. Thank you so much. So sweet of you to share your mum. I wouldn't ever share my mum those kind of things. She wouldn't understand. Yes, definitely. Welcome, welcome. Happy you liked it. So kind of like I'm just going to draw his top kind of going there, and then like he's got a gauntlet. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a simplified style. So Impulse, your outfit's going to get simplified. I feel like I should do a Impulse design. I kind of, now that I've done the double life animatic, I'm kind of like, okay, Hermitcraft. Draw some Hermitcraft art. All the Hermitcraft art coming from me. Although I should probably get back into drawing OC art. It's been a long time. Right, let's get rid of the sketch layers, see how that looks. I'm always annoyed with how much energy the line art layers lose whenever the sketch layers are gone. Right, let's lower the opacity of Impulse, and now we've kind of got Gem pushing him away. How are we going to do this? More into his face? I think it's kind of like I kind of want like the whole aesthetic of like a hand like that, It doesn't really fit the position. And he says his population. Cool. I don't look at the views. Wow. I'm not really one to look at the views and that kind of thing. I look at the start. But then I kind of just stop looking. And then I just get information from like friends and family who've seen it. Crow is very much like my personal stat person. Like he typed in the Discord. Because obviously it's kind of unhealthy to look at that kind of thing all the time, right? So like the first few days I look at it and then I just like, okay, it's another animatic under the belt. I read all the comments. And I appreciate all the comments. But other than that, I really don't need to know how many people have seen it. What kind of position is this, honestly? What am I doing? We could have her elbowing, like, impulse out the way. I think that would work better from, like, the proximity. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Right, I'm gonna do a new layer for this in case I mess up. These perspectives are weird. What's Gem's outfit again? So we'll have like a shirt. There we go. Is that good enough? I'm not going to do another line art for this. I like the scruffiness of the line art. And then after saturation of impulse, lower the saturation of gem and her arm. And then erase the areas of impulse that do not need to be seen. Kinda like that. There we go. And then we just kind of the opacity of everything. Gem looks like she's ready to fight. To fight something, to fight anyone. Looks like she's going feral. Maybe we should have her eyes open. I don't know how I want to draw open eyes in this style, I'm gonna be honest. But an adventure, cool. It's like an old man complaining about life. Is Gemini Slay true? I'll just go back to that. That's kind of cute. And now I'm just going to kind of give a base layer to them all, which is the colour of their skin. That's the eraser. I'm not going to get very far with the eraser. And a mineshaft, spider and a zombie spawner nearby, and rode a donkey horse. Cool. Rode a donkey home. Nice. Honestly, I could just adventure and run around on Minecraft forever. It's one of those things where I could just run around and do nothing productive. Just explore. One of those games. I used to love going to saplings for Sky Shroud. Is your base called Sky Shroud? Is that what you're building? We found a new type of tree. Honestly, I didn't go looking for the new types of trees. They kind of started poking up around spawn. And then I'd basically just chop down a tree, grab a couple of saplings and replant it so no one could see. True, it is difficult to be productive in Minecraft. Whenever there's like distractions in that sort of sense where I'm listening to something next to it on the side, then I basically... Oh, wait a minute, is that Gem's hair going over him? Oh, it's so confusing. Okay. So that's his furs. Go in front of Gem. Gem's hair can kind of go over his shoulder, which means we'd have to get rid of this part. Yeah? I might just do a bit of more definite... Ooh, defines part of her hair. Sort of like that. Okay. Sure. This is fine. This is a clean drawing. Not a messy sketch at all. I find it difficult to do really clean art. With clean line art and stuff. I like textures a lot. And I like the energy that like more scruffy and rough stuff gives it. There's a tangent. We don't like tangents. We should get rid of this tangent by doing this. There we go. True Zimmer, if there's like a server, I just get distracted so much. Like the Pearl SMP Season 2, I built my base. And then every time afterwards that I went on the server, I was always on with someone. And I'd literally just jump around, doing nothing while talking to them. I was so unproductive. I didn't do anything in that season. It's really difficult. Then we have... sure, we can do Pearlio next. Gosh, Impulse is a lot more tan than Pearl. I love Minecraft skins where I can just colour pick and this colour doesn't look terrible. I'm calling out Tommy in it and Wilbur here. Actually, also Filder. Also very awesome. Hell can breathe fine, it's fine. Honestly, I'd be more concerned about Impulse and Gem, who look like they're about to murder each other. Come on. Gotta peek. Hey, go. I love how Impulse gets his own layer of, when it comes to the skin tone, but Gem and Pearl have to share. But I guess they're not close enough to be touching, so that's fair. All fair's in love and war. Finally made a bed and slept. Congrats. I guess the phantoms were haunting you. There we go. They are adorable. I think we've done a lot in this doodle stream, haven't we? We have been live for over 3 hours, to be fair. And I'm glad to kind of get back into drawing because, like I said, I usually like burn out on an animatic project and then don't draw again for weeks. But I'm happy. Okay, this time it was 1 week. Which one of them all got stuck in the first place? Let's face it, depending on the day, it could have been any of them. True, true. Yeah. I love the thought of like the situation that got them stuck there. Right, let's reactivate the bucket in its form. And then I shall clipping mask. I said I wasn't going to colour these out, but I think it won't take long. We shall grab... now this is a case where I might actually not grab from Impulse, but I will grab from his colour palette that I have here, which is probably quite similar. It was Pearl. Gem following her curiously and Impulse waiting to get involved. I won't use a textured brush this time, just because of the style. I might regret that in a bit, but just for now, we'll keep it at untextured. I might go over with shading with texture or something, and I'll texture the bucket as well. Yeah. 5 AM chaos, yes. This days with Pearl's the most responsible. Pearl is just a force to be reckoned with. I'm going textured, guys. That didn't last long. I'm going textured, and then I'm also going to colour out the textured and texture the bucket. This could be such a cute sticker. Like, who wouldn't want a sticker of Soup Trio trying to murder each other? Jim also has a... I feel like Impulse is the adult trying to... Oh, I saw a post somewhere where it was like, oh, don't you just love those friendships where it's one girl, another girl, and then the guy that they annoy? Or the guy that yeah. That is literally these three. Oh, I didn't properly colour in Impulse there. It's textured but well. Just give them all void eyes. They got their eyes closed, so we can imagine they've got void eyes. Do 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 do. I can definitely do void eyes whenever we draw people on here and they actually do have their eyes open. You can do void eyes then. That is the soup group. They're cool dynamics though. Honestly, I was in a friendship where it was a lot like that. It's a fun dynamic. It's a fun dynamic to be in. It's a fun dynamic to watch. It's when me and one of my friends discovered Snapchat. Oof, that was that was a time where we could just literally annoy our common guy friend with the weirdest snaps in the world. Go away. There we go. Snapchat's still a thing. Do people still use Snapchat? We have teeth. We have open mouths. I think we have purpley, pinky open mouths. Purpley? Pinky ready open mouths. I always have trouble finding this colour. Something like that. So dynamic simply, yeah. No. Bad colour. I mean, it doesn't give a lot of texture, but it at least gives a little. Kind of eases it up a bit. Kind of like that, or should that be darker? Paul tried to... That's fair. I mean, honestly, under all that helmet, how do you get hair under that helmet? How much hair? I love all these theories of like... There's a lot of cute comics out there where it's like, I wonder what... I wonder what Exuma looks like under that helmet, and everyone's like, well, I wonder what his hairstyle is. And then people are like, oh, he has a mohawk. Hamlet's baby's cute. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I still need Impulse out there. Actually, I need to decide what I'm doing where. So I'm doing his top, which is kind of like this here. And this here. And his gloves as well. The gauntlet can be brown. But not brown like his beard. I want a different brown. Well, you have overstepped your boundaries. There we go. So, I kind of want a more desaturated brown than we have for his hair. We talk about gauntlets. Not too desaturated, so it still reads as brown and not grey. Helmet babies? I'm not going to draw babies. Nah. You won't see that from me. And I might as well do the eye kind in that colour, just to add a bit more of that colour there, because it's the iconic Impulse eye. Because we don't have a lot of that colour here for some reason. Might as well just do it on the tips of his fingers. Why not? No babies. I don't enjoy drawing babies. It's not one of my favourite things to draw. One of my preferred things. Golden furs. What did Dwarf Impulse hunt to get these furs? Golden goose? Oh, that'd be feathers, wouldn't it? Oh, no, totally be feathers. Scared of Katie babies now? I don't want to know what will hatch from my OCX now. Excuse me? Oh, it's a born adult. Ellie, I don't understand the context of that. That sentence. What do you mean? Oh, guys, I'm an idiot. You know what? This is what we do now. Oh, flipping heck. What have we done? What have we done, guys? I've done this on the wrong layer. I've done this on the wrong layer. We have to merge that down into one now and alpha lock it. I'm gonna be very unhappy with myself when I have to shade. Do I shade it though? That's the question. Should I shade it? I don't think I should. You don't want to see me drawing babies? I mean, I've drawn babies before. Hold on. I have drawn young characters and babies. Oh, phone did not like that. Gosh, iPad didn't like that. Just find the picture. Let's see, where the babies at? Baby. You guys have seen me drawn babies. Look. Baby. He's a baby. He's a cute little baby. He's adorable. But we also have this, not baby, but very young character. It's just not as fun. Not as fun as drawing adult characters. Burlio. I'm gonna do this green because I like that green more than the other green. Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself that I allowed myself to draw on the wrong layer in such a fantastically terrible way. I've messed up big time, guys. Okay, the child is just so adorable. She's cute. She's always cute though. Always has been, always will be. And then we'll go real dark for these parts. Folded over parts of the dungarees. Oh, I didn't do a very good job of colouring that in either. Oh, might as well just... Oh, this is so unorthodox for me to draw like this. Alpha lock. It's no longer as organised as I wanted to be, guys. I'm so unhappy. It's fine. It's fine. And some gem work here. Let's do a little bit less saturated. Orange. Ginger. She's adorable. Gem is great. We can all agree. This is where we can figure out where her hair goes. And honestly, with all the lines, I kind of got confused. Okay, it's gone over impulses on. That's fine. And then we have this lovely yellowy top. And then we also have the cute brown corset. And then... Oh, we didn't do the flower in her hair! Oh! No flower yet. I need to draw flower. How can we not have a flower? How have I done this? How have I forsaken her so badly? I shall colour grab from impulse here. Do. Okay, let's draw a flower. Let's doodle a flare. I have disappointed you all. It's great. Impulse is impressive. Sure. There's a flower there. How did I draw Gem's flowers previously? I feel like she had multiple flowers in her hair previously. No? Maybe we could have it kind of like sticking out her ear here. Kind of growing there. Sort of like that. Just try and figure out the lineup behind it. No, that looks weird. Because I want like where flowers come out of the hair to make sense that they're sitting there like that. That's the brush, not the eraser. Sort of like that. And then we colour it in. What colour is it? Hold on, yellow, isn't it? But it is. Oh, and of course it's out of lock. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. Scared his Kit Kat. Okay, wow. Wouldn't Zim be or Sim? Does that make sense? Or Zim? What's drownable? I don't know what's going on either, Ellie. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But yeah, soup group. Soup group and a thing. I'm just gonna do a little something here to make this look a bit more textured. We like texture. Yay. And also, oh, I'm so annoyed with myself because now that's gonna make this real tricky. What if we select these layers? Sort of. Oh my gosh, this is trickier than I thought. Come on. LMQ is... I don't know. Brain's going blank. Okay. And now we do some blushy. Blushy is cute. Bum bum. We need to go more towards the rosy. And then also blushy on the tips of the ears. And on their shoulders. There we go. Adds a lot to it. Void is voidable. Oh, I haven't done Pearl's leg. Ah! Pearl's legs kind of need a bit more dynamics as well. Okay. And what I am going to do with a bucket... Let's just combine these down. Oopsie. What I am going to do with the bucket is I'm going to do a bit of different line art for it. I'll do this with the same brush that I used to line out the other guys. Sure, it won't be as thick, but I'll be happier with... Oh, hello. I'll be happier with it. I keep trying to go for like clean line art, but I just don't like it. Miku's not braining. Yeah, fair. Sure. If you're alright with that. I don't know what we're describing. There we go. Yeah, I keep trying to like do clean line art because I really respect people who do it, and I'm like, it looks so pretty. But it's not for me, I don't think. It's not in my art journey at the moment. We've got this weird arc shape again. Actually, that worked better than last time. Try that again. Maybe it's gonna look. Oh, it does. How nice. How kind of it. And then we erase here. Et voila. Better bucket chip. And we're going to need to colour in properly again. Switch off the alpha lock. Erase some areas. Get the colour. And use this brush to do a bit of texture. Textured colouring in. It's fine. That's alright. And there we go. Oh, down here. I'll alpha lock it again and I'll go over with the texture brush again. Because now we've just kind of got some lines that we don't want. Like here. Right. Alpha lock. See some lines more out of place. Okay. And then this brush, and we go over it again. Cool. And there's a subgroup. Yay! I'm bucketable, that's fair. Anything that isn't a Kit Kat. And I'm just gonna delete that. What's this there? They're empty. Okay, cool. Delete that. Keep that. Don't need the reference layers anymore. And this is subgroup on in a bucket. Let me just crop it to a nicer size. A bit more squarish. Done. Subgroup in a bucket. Oh, that's so adorable. not got enough space. Ren. Kind of trying to implement it into the drawing itself. 20, oh, that's not too big. 20, 22. No, when I drew it. Didn't used to do that, but it's kind of good to see. Although I guess the stream is here, so we'll always know what year I drew it in. But still, cool to find for the future. Might make this a bit smaller. Oh, this is. Oh, I did it on the line. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Wrong layer. New layer. Send bold child on Discord. Will someone draw hair for me? Drawing hair can be tricky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. 2022. It's a bit of a scuffed signature, I'm going to be honest. Everin. Why is drawing this signature suddenly so hard? How do you write Everin? How does this work? How do I sign things? 20. 22. How's that in size? That's fine. Katie. And then we'll make this a bit smaller. Less intrusive. Maybe lower the opacity. There we go. There we go. It's a soup group in a bucket. I always love what we get out of these doodle streams, I'm going to be honest. That was a lot of fun. But you know what, guys? 3.5 hours later, I think I'm going to leave it there. Is there anyone that I can raid? Let's open Twitch and have a look. See, my hand is numb from the inside this glove. Literally nobody is live. Okay, well then. I shall. Ellie Miku's excited. I like that. No one's live. Literally 0 people that I follow. So, okay. We shall leave it there then. And I will thank you guys so much for watching. You know what's coming? It's time for me to send you off. Oh, by the way, yes, before I say that. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be streaming on the Pearl SMP because there's a little boat race going on that Dragon and Co. have organised. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at about 7 PM CET, where we're going to do a little boat race in the Pearl SMP. So that's going to be fun. And then maybe do a little bit of building on there as well. I've in between streams, I've done a little bit of something with Felix, so there might be a potential shop on the horizon by us too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I definitely did. I'll see you guys tomorrow in that case. And it is time for me to send you off into the void that is the internet. Adios.